Hey everybody, welcome to How to Play Magneto. We're going to go quickly through his hero cards and maybe some basic cards. I'm going to do an overview over some of the strategies I used in this video. Big thanks to one of my viewers, Moser, who uploaded his cards into Tabletop Simulator. He's also been begging me for Magneto decks, and so I hope I don't disappoint. Unfortunately, I don't think Magneto's deck building is a huge part of his design just because of the nature of his hero ability. Um, so maybe this video isn't as interesting as some of the other ones that we've done, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to the mutant waves being done because I've been working on 100 every hero, every aspect decks for you all. One for every one of the 20 mutant heroes in all 5 aspects. And I think Magneto's pack really opens up a lot of stuff for every single hero that we've seen so far. And it's just going to be a blast to work on these over the next year or decade or 100 years of my life. God willing. But yeah, we've got a lot of really exciting videos and decks to get to, so I'm looking forward to those, but I still wanted to put out a resource for people who want to pick up and play with Magneto on release day and needed some kind of guide to look at. So I've played him with all 5 aspects and a couple conclusions that we'll talk about here. So let's just go quickly over his hero cards. Alter Ego, 3 recovery, 10 hit points, 6 hand size, 5 hand size in his hero form. After you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck. Not the strongest Alter Ego, but always we have to look at recursion anywhere we get it. His hero card, 2/2/2, Magnetic Pull. Discard cards from the top of your deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Add that card to your hand. And again, I'm sorry about the resolution of the card images. The only way that I could get a video to you guys in time for release was instead of waiting for the mod to update, Moser was kind enough to scan, or not scan, but take the images from the internet and put them into Tabletop Simulator. So again, just big thanks to him. Okay. Yeah, so he discards cards until he gets a magnetic card, and you get to add it to your hand. So he's essentially a 6 hand size hero. And every single card in his hero kit is magnetic. So you got 15 targets for it. We're going to take a look at the top 2 upgrades up here really quick, because I think this is going to be the basis of his deck building. His 2 hooks are really these cards. Magneto's Cape gains aerial. After you resolve your magnetic pull ability, so that's his hero ability, exhaust Magneto's Cape, ready Magneto. So you have a 1 in 15 chance of just getting this with his hero ability turn 1, and then you're off to the races. He turns into essentially a 6 hand size Captain America at that point, a Captain America that readies instead of discards a card. A Captain America that draws instead of discards a card for his ready, which is very, very strong, very strong. And then Magneto's Armor. After you resolve your hero ability, if you discard at least one of the following resource icons, a mental, Magneto gets +1 thwart for this round, a physical, Magneto gets +1 attack this round, and an energy, Magneto gets +1 defense this round. Now these don't stack for each icon, so you can't do 2 mental icons and get +2 thwart, but you could discard a mental and a physical, and you'll get a thwart and an attack. And notably, this does count the magnetic card that you discarded, because you do discard that card before it's added to your hand. So if you discard Magnetic Missile, you will get +1 attack, etc. So this is, I think, the core of his deck building, which we'll get into in a little bit. Let's briefly just run through the rest of his cards. His helmet gives him steady, and it exhausts in hero or alter ego, it's not a locked resource, to generate a wild resource for a magnetic card. Really like these resource generators that aren't locked to hero form. Magnetic Bubble gains Retaliate 1. When you would take any amount of damage, place it here. Then if there is at least 6 damage here, discard Magnetic Bubble. So notably, you place all the damage there, even if there's more damage than what the bubble could sustain. So if bubble has 5 damage already and a villain attacks you for 5, all 5 of that damage gets placed onto the bubble before it is discarded. Now that when it is discarded, you don't get the retaliate, but for any other time, you do get the retaliate. Now, this also blocks non-attack damage, which is quite key. Alright, Asteroid M, 2-cost support, alter ego only. Shuffle the topmost magnetic card in your discard pile into your deck. Heal 1 damage from your identity. Now, ideally, the card that you're going to shuffle back in the most is going to be your double resource here. Energy, Mental. You get 2 of these. So if this is the top card in your discard pile, or the top magnetic card in your discard pile, great for Asteroid M to give you another double resource pull with your hero ability at some point in the future. So you can easily have 7 resources and a ready, and maybe a stat boost. Not too shabby. Metal Shards, 3-cost attack event. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status card. Great. We love toughs. They're great for any steady wart villain or any villain that punishes chump blocking with overkill, things like that. Tough is just very strong, helps us stay in hero between the bubble and the toughs. A lot of really good sustain, and the heal from Asteroid M. A lot of really good health control here. Electromagnetic Blast, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, you may discard an attachment with the text hero action or hero response. Great, we love it. 3 threat is the perfect amount of thwart for solo play, and being able to discard a bad attachment is just very strong. No need to run Sunfire, you just get this in every single aspect. And then the last 2 cards are kind of a combo piece. We get Wrapped in Metal, attach it to any non-elite minion. Hero form only means that it can only be played or put into play from hero form. They clarified that in a ruling recently. And then attached minion cannot activate. Treat its printed text box as if it were blank. So you get 2 really strong things. You get to blank the text box that includes any keywords but not traits. And it also blanks any ability that the minion had as well. Blanking guard, blanking patrol, this kind of thing is all very good. And then it can't activate. This includes scheming. So you can just sit on that minion forever. 2-cost answer to any minion. That's great. And then the combo piece is Magnetic Missile. 1-cost event, discard a minion with Wrapped in Metal attached, deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. And this card I think is much better than it appears. Now it looks like this is a very expensive combo and takes a lot of setup, but really once you have the minion wrapped, you never have to deal with that minion again. So you can just sit on it until you get Wrapped in Metal. And Wrapped in Metal is wonderful because 1, you get to ignore any when defeateds on it. You get to, it's not attack damage, so it doesn't matter if you're stunned, doesn't matter if the target has retaliate, doesn't matter if there's a guard minion engaged with you, it gets around all of those things. And then you get to deal 5 damage for 1 cost, and you get to stun the villain. So between our tough and our stun and our bubble and our heal, Magneto actually has a lot of really good health control here. Very good defense, I would say. So that's all of his hero stuff. Now let's talk about the deck building. I promised we would talk about Magneto's armor. Now, because he's milling his deck constantly, every single turn, and there's going to be very few turns where you don't do this, really only if you have the obligation out, or if there's something in particular that you really don't want to mill past and you have a chance that you might draw it. Most of the time you're going to be milling your deck quite a bit, and this makes it really hard for deck building, because if you're trying to do any kind of like combo or aspect strategy and stuff like that, then you just mill past those cards and there's a chance you never see them all game, which is a shame, and it's going to happen in some of these games that I've recorded. It just is what it is with Magneto. He's going to mill past cards that you're going to want to play, and it's sad. Now you can always flip down, shuffle them back in, but his hero kit has a distinct lack of alter ego access. And when you combine that with his penchant for discarding the cards you want to see, then he doesn't have a ton of ways to flip. Let's say you have Professor X in your deck, you want to confuse the villain, flip down to alter ego without losing, and you mill past Professor X, and now you can't flip down. So one of the things that stands out to me is that you want to build in some alter ego redundancy if you're trying to do any sort of alter ego. I don't think his alter ego is that strong, so you might not even need to flip that much. He gets 6 cards in hero naturally, so it's really just if you want to get rid of your obligation, which we'll get into in a second, and it's very, very debilitating. But yeah, he doesn't get any extra resources like most heroes. He gets an extra hand size, and that's it. His alter ego gets you some recursion into your deck, and Asteroid M gets you some recursion into your deck, but nothing gets you an immediate resource. And sometimes you don't even want to shuffle these cards back into your deck. Sometimes the top of your discard pile isn't that great. Sometimes the top card, or the top magnetic in your discard pile isn't the thing that you need, but you still need it. You still want that heal anyways. I mean, I don't think it's super strong, but flipping is always strong in solo play. The ways we can access that: Stepford Cuckoos, Professor X, Gambit. Although there's a reason I don't universally love Gambit, and we'll get to that in a second, at least for Magneto. But Professor X, Cuckoos, both very good ways to access alter ego. So we talked about how he has a penchant for milling past stuff. That means we really want to build in cards that have redundancies, cards that can get you other cards. Cerebro, despite not being a psionic himself, helps you search for a specific ally that you need, helps you get Professor X. Maybe you're running Leadership or Justice or something that has a lot of psionic allies, and you can just search your whole deck for Cerebro. Or maybe you just want to search the top 5. But Cerebro gets you something without the chance of it being milled. Forge gets you Utopia or X-Jet or Cerebro or what have you, without the chance of it being milled. Or if it's already been milled, he gets it back from the discard. Superpower Training gets you your helmet, it gets you your armor, it gets you your cape, it can get you a bubble if all of those things are already out, it gets you wrapped in metal if there's a nasty minion out, and you have a magnetic missile in hand. So Superpower Training, I think, gets stapled to Magneto all the time. Build Support is great in terms of redundancy. It gets you X-Jet, it gets you Cuckoos, it gets you Utopia, it gets you Asteroid M, whatever. If you milled past your aspect support card that your entire deck is built around, having another way to get it is key. This is very similar to like bishop style deck building, I would say, where like if you're super reliant on something, you need to include a lot of ways to get it, a lot of either card draw or a lot of tutoring. That is the gist of Magneto. We can put this back here. So let's look at these 2 cards, which I think are going to be the basis of most of the decks that I've really constructed here. This card makes you actually care about the makeup of resources in your deck. Now, I would point out that +1 defense is not terribly useful. You could run some kind of perfect defense style build where you defend with him, but you also might just mill past every single card in that deck and never get it. So +1 defense is very situational, whereas +1 attack and +1 thwart are almost always useful. Getting to 3 thwart is perfect for player side schemes, perfect for encounter side schemes. 3 attack is incredibly useful. So the other thing that we've noticed here is that there's no option for wild. You discard a wild, like say Asteroid M, then you get nothing. You get nothing for that card. So we want to maximize the odds of getting +1 thwart, +1 attack, right? So in the deck building, and this is one of the few ways I think he has control over his deck, in his deck building, we want to use a lot of mentals and a lot of physicals. And this is why I don't universally love Gambit, even though I think he's a great way to access alter ego. Gambit is an energy. And there are a lot of really good X-Men traded cards that are energy, unfortunately, which don't synergize super well with this. Like if you only discard energies, it feels really bad that you spent 2 on armor and you've got +1 defense to show for it. And he has a lot of energy in kit too. His bubble, his thwart event, and his double all have energy. Now his double at least gives some +1 thwart, so that's nice. The other thing that I think maximizes your chances of hitting what you want is if you go above 40 cards with Magneto. And I think most of my Magneto decks are in the 45 to 50 range, because then you're milling more cards, which is giving you higher odds to hit a physical or higher odds to hit a mental. And it really doesn't matter for him that much that he goes above 40, because he's always getting one of his signature cards anyways, and he's got a 6-card hand size. So if you build in some of this redundancy and you have his hero card, then going above 40 is really not that awful for him. He's always gonna, like, I've had turns, and maybe it'll it'll happen in the video. I think it's happened at least once or twice, where you play the cape, the armor, and the helmet all in the same turn or something. Or like you clear superpower training, you get the helmet helps you play the cape, yada yada, you have a double for the last one. Like he builds surprisingly quickly because he's just tutoring into his key cards, his signature upgrades all the time. And if you already have an upgrade, maybe it hits you your double. But yeah, this is the main way I think he has some control over his deck. For that reason, I'm not running energy. In almost every single Magneto deck, I'm running only Genius and only Strength. He already has 2 doubles, and they are recurable with his Alter Ego and Asteroid M, so he doesn't run energy for me. He runs Strength, he runs Genius. Now I do run usually about 2 copies of Digging Deep in his deck. Even though they don't trigger armor, they don't really take the place of another card that would trigger armor anyways. You just discard the next card after Digging Deep, and you get this card to hand. So he does have some expensive cards. Digging Deep helps you pay for them, this kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, so the other aspect here is Cape. So he gets plus stats and he has an onboard ready. This means that I think his deck building kind of leans towards maximizing readies. Utopia, the best ready card in the entire game. And we have a ton of aspect cards that also help him ready. So just looking through here, these are what most of my decks have been built around for him. You get Stick-to-itiveness in Pool, you get Battle Fury in Aggression, you get Justice Served in Justice, you get You Got This in Leadership. Oops, let's move this out here. And then Protection actually gets a couple. You get Ever Vigilant because he does have Aerial through his cape. He gets What Doesn't Kill Me, which he likes running physicals anyways, so having a lot of physicals, he gets a ready, some extra heal, which prevents you from needing chump blocks even more because you have Bubble, you have Tough, you have Stun, you have healing now. And then he really likes Come Get Me Bub, which we'll get to in a second, and that triggers Anticipation, which is yet another ready. And so all these readies give him extra uses of those plus stats with armor. You don't really want to play armor and just get one use out of it. And Cape only gives you one use because you have to, like if you're doing this, you are exhausting first before you are triggering your hero ability. So that at least the first basic you have is not going to be boosted by armor. So extra readies will help you get that boost even more. I've also got Face the Past listed here because it is a basic ready that you can put into any aspect. Now, it's kind of hit or miss with his Nemesis. Sometimes it lines up perfectly, that you face the past, you get Exodus, you ping his Tough, and then you Metal Shards him and you get a Tough yourself. Sometimes this works out really well, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of up to you if you are going to like face the past or not. It's always a physical in his deck, which is going to give him +1 attack for armor anyways. And then 3 cards is 3 cards. Help you play a 3-cost card like his helmet, helps you play a 3-cost card like his bubble. So the other aspect of his deck building is that he has 2 cards that rely on minions. He has Wrapped in Metal here, and he has Metal Shards, and to an extent Magnetic Missile, because that relies on Wrapped in Metal. So that means like minion summoning is actually not such a terrible strategy for him. Now sometimes if you just get a natural minion already, then you don't really need the minion summoning because you can just play Wrapped in Metal on or just use your Metal Shards, this kind of thing. But occasionally it works out, like Come Get Me Bub, working out really well with Anticipation to get you an extra use out of your plus stats. It really offsets the cost of the minion at that point. Looking for Trouble is probably the weaker one here because it's only 3 threat off of the main scheme, but it's still worth messing around with, especially if you get like a minion for Battle Fury, and then you can get an extra ready, get those extra plus stats. And then Squared Off is just quite good. He gets a lot of really good allies. You can M to defeat the minion immediately if you don't want to Wrapped in Metal or Metal Shards, and then whatever ally you play is going to get you a ready with Utopia, so that's going to be another ready with his plus stats for armor. So this is like the main deck building hook that I've leaned into, and in pretty much every video that's the basis of the deck. We're trying to do this thing because anything else is going to be like super unreliable if you're not building around his hero card in some way. You might just mill past all your aspect cards. Alright, let's talk about his obligation real quick. After you use your magnetic pull ability, take 1 damage for each card discarded by it. So especially with the strategy that I'm employing, which is above 40 cards, maximizing your discards, if you see your obligation, can be it can just kill you outright if you discard too many cards, because the card that you add to your hand is counted in the damage that you take. So at least having some alter ego access in his deck, I think, is critical just to get rid of old grievances. And like, of course, the extra readies help with this as well. So the readies and alter ego access help with his obligation. His Nemesis set can sometimes be beneficial, especially if you have Digging Deep in your deck, because a lot of these cards discard cards from your deck. Frenzy discards cards from your deck. Exodus discards cards from your deck. Martyr for Mutants discards cards from your deck. Fabian Cortez, he discards cards from your deck. Now, with Frenzy and Fabian, or is it Fabian? I don't know. They're good at wrapped in metal targets as well. There's going to be a lot of good wrapped in metal targets that we come across in these games. Angry Acolyte. Each Acolyte minion engaged with the player activates against that player. If no minion activates this way, discard until you get an Acolyte minion and then reveal that minion. This can sometimes just do the work for us if we need a metal shards target to get that tough. So not too shabby. One thing that isn't really tied to Magneto, but I want to talk about because I've been having a lot of fun with it, is this Hellfire mod. I find this so incredibly fun. So not necessarily a side scheme here, plays 2 additional threat here for each Hellfire card in play, static 4 threat amplify, but the minions in this mod are great. And again, not the Hellfire pawn. We've seen it before. This is in Shadowcat's Nemesis set. Not necessarily too keen, but I like these two. Celine and Sebastian Shaw are two very, very innovative minions, because most of the time they are surviving past one turn, and most minions, they come out, they do nothing, and you kill them right away. Sebastian Shaw, after he gets attacked, give him a face down boost card. He cannot be attacked again this phase. So you pretty much want to only deal with him in terms of like non-attack damage, or if you can somehow ping the tough and then take him out all in one swing. Otherwise, if you attack to take out his tough, he gets a boost card. He's going to have another boost card because he's villainous, and he's going to be swinging for a lot. Celine, I love this text on Celine. Allies cannot attack Celine. So cool. So cool. Now, like non-ally damage, like Legion hitting an energy, can damage her and this kind of thing, but it kind of like makes her stick around for a while, because there's, Magneto is at like 2 to 3 attack mostly, and so she can stick around. She's got some legs. Quick strike, villainous, boost, discard an ally you control. These two minions make for a very fun mod. The treachery here, and I apologize for the picture quality. Power and Decadence. Give the villain a tough status card. Give this card to the villain as a face-down boost card. Now that's not really bad as a treachery, as your encounter card. As a boost card, after this activation, the activating enemy attacks you again. Do not give it a boost card for that activation. So that's super cool, because you get a flat amount of damage, but you get the activation effect of the villain. Now, what you need to really watch out for is this can cause a double scheme with no boosts, because it's after this activation, and it works for these villainous minions in this mod. So Power and Decadence is a really cool treachery. It's kind of scary, but it ends up working out to be fairly balanced in practice. But I just really have been enjoying this mod. I probably talked about that way too long. Okay, I want to, maybe we'll just quickly run through some of the basic allies, I think. So as you can see, some of the best ones like Beak and Triage and Legion and Gambit and Storm, they're all energy, which can ruin our deck a little bit, but in some of the decks I am running some of them. Like I think it's hard to it's hard to run sometimes without Gambit or without Legion. Pool, you don't have a lot of ally choices, but for the most part, Professor X, Shadowcat, Angel, Colossus, these all have the right resource icon. Hope Summers is one that I ended up nixing just because a lot of times, you're getting those cards to your hand anyways through his hero ability. Weapon X is another, that felt kind of redundant, because his hero ability is already getting those cards to his hand very quickly, that it ended up not being as worthwhile in practice as I thought. I'm realizing now that I forgot to talk about Deft Focus. He has a lot of superpowers in his kit. He has his Bubble is a perennial superpower, 2 Metal Shards, 2 Electromagnetic Blasts, and 2 Magnetic Missiles. I think that's it. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm always playing Metal Shards, or I'm always playing Blast, a lot of times playing Bubble, a lot of times playing Missile. So Deft Focus does pay itself off. I wouldn't say it's a priority to get down, but it does help a lot. It does reduce Bubble and Shards to being just 1 double away from being played. Okay, so this is the gist for Magneto and how the decks are going to go. I do want to say that the pool video that I recorded ended up being like way too long. So I played Kang, and I got the Immortus Kang, I think, the one that can't take damage with a minion in play, and then Dreadpool came out. So I kept getting Dreadpool every single turn and not being able to damage the villain, and it just ended up being so long that I wanted to cut it from the video. I know people have been saying that like these videos are too long or whatever. Personally, I think if you can watch like a 50-minute video every single day from people who are pumping out videos every single day, then you could probably meter out a 4-hour video into like 30-minute chunks throughout a week or something like that. But I was trying to be cognizant of the time commitment that these videos ask of a viewer. I try to give a lot of timestamps, so if you're only interested in Magneto in a certain aspect, you can like skip straight ahead to it. But the pool one was pretty egregious, and I couldn't bring myself to put it in the video just because it ended up going too long. Maybe we'll put it out at some point in the future. But the pool build was basically this. Not super unique to Magneto, and again, a lot of times you have to like you mill past everything. Plot convenience can help when you finally do get something, an aspect card that you can store under there. And the main combo is laser swords with live dangerously, and this is something that a lot of heroes do, but I think Magneto with his armor and his copious readies does pretty well. So you get like specialized training, which I realize I also forgot to talk about earlier. We get like specialized training out here, and he gets +1 attack from this, +1 attack from his armor, +4 attack from laser swords. That puts him at 8 already. And then if you get the anti-regeneration ray from the Dreadpool set, then you get up to 9. And then he gets his basic, he gets his cape, and then he gets stick-to-itiveness and maybe Utopia. So you're getting a lot of readies for somewhere like 7 to 9 damage each. This is your win condition. You can always run Shadowcat Ally to Blankets, and there's going to be some every hero, every aspect decks coming up that utilize this. Let's see, the triples are always good because he does have a couple triples in kit, his helmet, his bubble. And then Rock, Paper, Scissors stands out because of his double card here, Master of Magnetism. So the way Rock, Paper, Scissors is worded, it says, if a printed resource on the chosen card beats a printed resource on the discarded card, add the discarded card to your hand. This means if you show a double like this with 2 different resource icons, energy or mental, that means that if you discard either a mental or a physical, you will get to draw that card. So with his double, it gives you, especially because we're building in mostly mentals and physicals, it gives you really good odds to always hit Rock, Paper, Scissors, and you're going to get this double quite a bit with his hero ability, especially once he's built out and he's not hitting his upgrades anymore. So you show the double and you get Rock, Paper, Scissors, or like Digging Deep, he mills Digging Deep, he gets Rock, Paper, Scissors, that kind of thing. You can also do it reverse. If you think the double is on top of your deck, you show either energy or physical, and then you can hit this double. So it gives you good odds for Rock, Paper, Scissors. We're running physical, stick-to-itiveness. Yeah, Get Ragey is always good. Not My Responsibility gets you to Alter Ego. Tic-Tac-Toe, more heal. Yeah, this is Magneto. So I didn't put a ton of effort into these decks as I have in the past, just because like half the time you might not even pull off the combo anyways because he mills everything. And he is strong enough that like the deck building doesn't matter too much, like it doesn't make a huge difference. So I think you can like tweak all these decks. That there's nothing is set in stone. I think some of the decks that I come out with, I'm like, this is a very tight 40 cards. I wouldn't change anything in this. And Magneto decks, I don't feel that way at all. I think you can go higher. I think you can go lower. I think you can swap stuff around. I think these ideas are very fluid, and you should go and make it your own. And these are just outlines for you, give you some ideas for when you go off to your local game store or something and you want to play with a new hero, and you don't necessarily want to run the pre-con, but you haven't run 100 games with the hero to figure it out, that kind of thing. I don't know. But I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you for some Every Hero, Every Aspect decks coming soon. Have a great day. Welcome back to How to Play Magneto. Now we've got our Justice deck set up, and just like we talked about in the overview, we want to add a lot of cards that increase our ability to see certain cards with Magneto, and there aren't a ton of hooks in Justice for him, but Danger Room and Cerebro running a classic X-Men mission training deck is a way to get us some consistent aspect cards without needing to rely on card draw, just because he can mill past a lot of our own aspect cards. So Cerebro can get us an ally, Danger Room can get us mission training, and we're off to the races. There's just a lot of added consistency to his deck. We get alter ego access through Professor X, Dazzler, Blindfold, and Gambit. Unfortunately, two of these have energy resource icons, but what can you do? So does Game Time. It's going to be the nature of the deck. I don't think we're going to be as consistent with hitting our armor as other decks, except that this is a 50-card deck, which is going to help increase the number of discards that we get. So I'm not too worried about the increased number of energies, just because we will see more discards as well. We have Honorary X-Men to help keep us as an X-Men character in Alter Ego. That's going to keep the X-Jet online, it's going to keep Utopia online, which is very nice for dealing with our obligation if we need to recover. We have Gen X, which can help pull any of our events, such as if we're trying to do the magnetic missile combo and we have a wrapped in metal out, we can draw a magnetic missile, we can get metal shards, we can get electromagnetic blast. Superpower training gets our expensive upgrades, build support gets our expensive supports, skilled investigator, card draw. We have 2 copies of Digging Deep here, just to because we're going to be increasing the number of mills, so Digging Deep is going to be milled quite a bit, hopefully. No energy, we have enough doubles. We do have a couple copies of Justice Served here, just because we can use our extra stats one more time if we can basic thwart or use electromagnetic blast to clear a side scheme. And then we have specialized training here to give us extra stats to go along with our Utopia and Justice Served readies. Yeah, in terms of Justice, we can go around here and talk through Justice stuff. So there wasn't a whole ton I saw for him in Justice, just because I think Justice has a lot of like the most straightforward strategies. Upside the Head does get him some extra alter ego access, and he does have synergy with readies, but no piercing, nothing to avoid guard, that kind of thing, and it does kind of waste his boosted stats just a little bit if that's the only ready you're able to get off of the round. But yeah, we have, of course, Professor X and Dazzler, and we have Stun in kit, so I think this is the standout event for him, but there aren't a ton of events with synergy. Gunboat Diplomacy, you could run this with like Hope Summers, but I think he's not the best pilot of these alliance cards, just because you might mill past either the matching trait ally that you're looking for, you might mill past the alliance card itself, or you might mill past Children of the Atom if you're trying to do some kind of Children of the Atom thing. Making an entrance can kind of offset his obligation a little bit, so that's one to look out for. And he will have some boosted stats anyway, so it's not too difficult for him to clear some scheme and get the heal. In terms of allies, there weren't a lot here. Banshee doesn't really have a ton of synergy. Chamber doesn't have a ton of synergy. Unfortunately, both energy icons. Bishop, same thing. Not a lot of synergy. Energy icon. So in terms of our Justice X-Men allies, what we ended up going with was Blindfold, helps us get alter ego, physical resource. Dazzler helps us see alter ego. Marvel Girl, she's just great in mission training decks. You can either like help her ping or she can either ping a minion and still get some thwarting, or she can just do a lot of thwarting. She's psionic, so she turns on Cerebro for us. I really like having our psionic allies here, and they're the right resource icons. Husk, we do have an in-kit double. We have Digging Deeps, we have X-Jet, so with mission training and some game times and stuff, Husk can actually put in just a little bit of work, and she's the right resource icon. We have Legion here in basic just because he is great for mission training decks. He's another psionic to turn on Cerebro for us. Forge gets us Danger Room, X-Jet, Utopia, Cerebro. Triage can heal one of our mission trained allies because we aren't running X-Mansion. And then Angel is just the cheapest ally that doesn't have an energy resource icon. I don't think we need Beak because we have a ton of thwarting here, and he is an energy, that kind of thing. So we have Angel here instead. You might be wondering where Shadowcat, but I think Angel was the better final slot in, just because he is a little bit cheaper in terms of Utopia, being able to do more with your turn. And then you don't have to have Honorary to play him in Alter Ego and get the mission training from Danger Room, like you would for Shadowcat. Not a ton else in terms of side schemes that we would want to look at. Supports, you might consider something like Command Center, upgrades. Chance Encounter is always good, but it's Energy Icon, Heroic Intuition, but we're mostly using our allies to thwart. Float Like a Butterfly, but we don't have any like multi-instance damage attacks, so this is really only good once we get our wide board out. Yeah, Justice Served was the main one that stuck out to me. Basically, like anything that readies him, Justice Served, Battle Fury, you got this. What Doesn't Kill Me, Ever Vigilant, Face the Past. These were the ones that I was looking at for him. Okay, so this is our Magneto Justice deck. Let's shuffle it up. Make sure that we're actually at 50. Yep, we are. Okay. Kind of a thick deck. And then I've got Red Skull set up here, and we're going to be using the Hellfire mod with Red Skull here. So it's Hellfire and what's the other mod? Hydra Assault, I think. Oh no. What did we do with the... Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know. The side scheme just loaded in weird, so it's going to look weird. Alright, 0 threat here. He is going to deal us an encounter card, and he starts at 16 health. Is he tough? No tough. Okay, we got the red house in play. Doesn't help too much. Alrighty. Well, Utopia turn 1 with Professor X. That's golden. I mean, come on. Those are two of our stronger cards. If we get a double, like let's pitch Legion and Blindfold and maybe we get a double. Because then we can play Cerebro as well. Maybe throw X-Jet out. No double. Nothing super helpful for us. So let's see, if we play Cerebro, can we still play Professor X? Yes, but then we don't get Utopia. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I think we just go Utopia and Professor X. It's a strong opening. So we'll go up here. We can just attack for 2. Whoop. We're going to mill for a magnetic card. Okay. Sad to lose metal shards. We can go 3 here. It's going to ready us. It's going to get a Confuse onto Red Skull. And then we can take out the red house. And then Magneto can just attack again. And we're looking pretty safe turn 1, which is very nice. So 5 cards. We're going to put 1 threat here. He gets a side scheme. It's acceleration. Totally fine. Wow, we can even get... Might be worth leaving this out and just getting Professor X back. So let's see, we're going to pitch Professor X into this attack. I almost kind of want him to get an advance here. Because then we can clear this, get him back. Shadow of the Past. Turn 1. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So these blurry cards go on the deck. Exodus comes out. Definitely not what we wanted to see. Turn 1. And then Hydro, Exo, Soldier. Alright. Now I kind of wish we had the discard a minion side scheme instead of this. Let's see, Wrapped in Metal seems good for the Exo Soldier. And I think we can still play Colossus on top of it. So which of these should we lose? I think the Amplify is worse here. So let's go ahead and take 2 there. Whoops, we'll get that down to 1. We can go ahead and wrap this guy up in metal. Yeah, unfortunately, we might have to deal with Exodus. He's steady. That's super annoying. Well, I guess what we could have done is get Professor X back, not further confuse. So if we take 2 here, oh, come on, there we go. And then we play Colossus. 1, 2, 3. He'll ready us with Utopia. He has a tough. Colossus can thwart for 1. Prison camps. It's going to get us back. Well, I guess we should ping this tough here. So that's going to get us back Professor X. Yeah, before we thwarted with Colossus, we should have pinged that tough. Because now Professor X, we choose the ready option on Magneto. Professor X can go ahead and clear this, which is going to mill the top 9 cards of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we got a Digging Deep, it might have been worth it to go for Magnetic Missile, but it is what it is. Let's put 2 damage into Exodus. Yeah, we used Utopia. Getting the sleeper would be the next worst thing. Yeah. This is very unfortunate. Might have to just take some damage from Exodus. Missile? Perfect. Okay. Alright, 1 threat on. It's going to get us a side scheme. Ooh, the Inner Circle. Place 2 additional threat here for each Hellfire card in play. There are none. Yep. And then we're going to chump Professor X into Red School. Exhaust a character I control. Exhaust Colossus. And then let's defend Exodus. Yeah, I think we gotta defend him. Just no more exhaust effects. Take 2 damage. Encounter card is... Oh wait, I guess it should be 3 because of the Amplify. Oh god. Well, we might have to flip down. Let's see, Magnetic Missile takes out Exodus. It's a possibility. We also just go Gambit. Gambit, mill, play Magnetic Missile. Seems good here. Just might take some damage. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do 1 and 2 and 3 for Gambit. Look at the top 3. We have a 0 boost. We have a 1 boost. We have a triple boost. Well, I think we're going to grab Under Fire here. And that means Selene is going to be our encounter card. So her Quick Strike is going to whiff. The next encounter card here, Gang Up, it's a 1 boost. Okay, remember that. Utopia readies us. We can take some damage. 1, only 2 damage. And then we're going to play Magnetic Missile. That's going to discard this Exo Soldier. Deal 5 damage to Exodus. Take him out. We're going to flip. Get rid of old grievances. We can shuffle 3 back in, I guess. And then Gambit can thwart for 3. I think Inner Circle. We just got to stay on top of these side schemes. Alright, 6 cards. 1 on. Encounter card is Censor the Past. So getting closer to the sleeper. And then we have a Confuse on Red Skull. And the counter card is Selene, which we already knew. And allies cannot attack her, which is very unfortunate. Bubble is good. Blast is good. Cape is good. A lot of good stuff here. No allies. I think we're gonna 1, 2, 3. We have to heal some. No reason to be an alter ego, so let's flip. God, I really want to play the bubble here. I mean, I want to play everything here. It's all good. Gambit can do censor the past. Colossus takes out the inner circle. Whoa. Just how are we surviving Selene and Red Skull? So I guess we can do 2 for the bubble and 3 for the bubble and 2 for cape. If we mill, maybe we get a double. No, we should play the cape first if we're gonna use our ability. So game time and blast for the cape. Then we use our ability. We get the missile. Okay, that's gonna ready us. We can. Yeah, I think we saw both of our magnetic shards early on. Or both of our metal shards. There is another wrapped in metal or 2 that we could hit Selene with next turn. Gambit can clear this and can clear 1 more. I guess we can get metal shards back with Gambit right now. Let's go ahead and have Colossus thwart inner circle. Get that down. Gambit will take out censor the past. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be 3 cards on our discard pile. I think it's going to be both metal shards. 1, 2, and then maybe a double resource. Yeah, could always be Forge or Death Focus or something, but I think we're still in the immediate value phase. Let's go ahead and throw the bubble down. 1, 2, 3. And then Magneto, swing for 2. All right. We did get wrapped in metal. That at least answers Selene. Triage can heal Gambit. That's huge. That's enormous. There's 1. We're going to get the sleeper. Nope. All right, discard the top 5 cards of our deck. Come on. Energy. Physical. Energy. Mental. Wild. So we're going to get that digging deep. So, 4 threat. It's unfortunate. Red Skull is attacking into the bubble for 3. I think we knew that, actually, coming in. He's going to take a damage. Selene attacking into the bubble for 1. After this activation, activating enemy activates again. Did not give it a boost card. So she puts 1 in the bubble. Whoops. Her second attack puts 1 in the bubble, and she's going to take 2 retaliate. How do you like that? How do you like that? And then encounter card. Hail Hydra. Each Hydra minion engaged makes an attack. Each player who is not attacked searches for a Hydra minion, puts it into play. Okay. We probably want to get one of those like ones that the undefended attack ones, yeah. Or even the Jet Trooper, but then the Quick Strike. I think the Flame Soldier is probably the one here. Yep. Flame Soldier. Okay. He could even be wrapped in metal target, because now we can just basic attack and clear Selene. Okay, so we definitely want to heal Gambit with Triage, and then Gambit and Triage take out the Crisis. Magneto takes out Selene, wrapped in metal here. So let's go ahead. Magneto takes out Selene. Boom. There. Digging deep, and Marvel Girl for wrapped in metal here. Or sorry, we are going to do Triage first. Triage, heal Gambit, ready with Utopia. Gambit and Triage combine to clear Mass Chaos. It's unfortunate that triage is going to miss the shuffle. We're going to have... I guess we can always get a mission training on Gambit to keep him alive as well. Bubble is going to miss the shuffle. We're going to get Sleeper in a second, which really sucks. We'd have Metal Shards is coming up, right? Metal Shards? Yeah, we have one copy. So that's going to be perfect for the Sleeper next turn, if we get it next turn. We could mill. Don't want to get Metal Shards here. Skilled Investigator is good. So maybe we just don't wrap in metal. We just go Skilled Investigator, Justice Served. Colossus can put 3 on the Flame Soldier. Magneto finishes him off. And we just let the main tick up a little bit. Okay. Unfortunate extra encounter card is what it is. Hope we get the Sleeper. That's what we were planning on. Okay, we got him. So this guy comes out. You have Metal Shards, so I'm not too worried. Red Skull is attacking. We're going to block with Triage. Whoa, big block. Big block. And then Sleeper will let him go into the bubble. That's going to go away. Unfortunately, this side scheme does not trigger either of our upgrades. 2 encounter cards. First one, Frenzy. Quick Strike for 2. Discards the top 2 of our deck. Okay, second one, Bitter Rival. Exhaust a character I control for each side scheme in play. We'll exhaust Gambit, it's fine. He's not doing too much right now. Okay, so we have Metal Shards, that's really strong. We have Wrapped in Metal, of course. Let's go ahead and ping this Tough. Take a Retaliate. And then let's mill. Oof, Professor X. Okay, ready with the cape. This is unfortunate. Really needed a double there. I don't think there's an option. I think we have to Metal Shards this turn. So, Wrapped. Well, I guess what happens if we do Dazzler instead? This guy only schemes for 1. This guy schemes for 2. What's the last icon? Is it a hazard? Are we going to get a hazard this turn? I don't remember. What's the last Red Skull scheme? So if we flip with Dazzler, we shuffle Professor X back in. Oh, no, we don't, because he'll be covered up by whatever I pay for with Dazzler. Well, we do get to shuffle Metal Shards back in. Or we just hold it. 4 for Dazzler, Confuse, She Thwarts 2, or we just take out Frenzy. She Thwarts 2, Magneto recovers, goes up to 2, 5. I guess she could thwart, Magneto could thwart, and then Justice Served would ready us, and we could recover still. That seems safe. Let's do that. Dazzler with Digging Deep. I hate to lose. Well, I guess we won't really be losing the Wrap in Metal. We'll be shuffling them back in. We'll shuffle the Digging Deep back in. So, yeah. There's those. Dazzler thwarts 2. I guess we're going to shuffle the Justice Served back in. We'll pay for it in this way. Magneto thwarts, trigger Justice Served to ready. We're going to flip down, so these 3 go back in with his alter ego. Or, oh, you know what? We had Utopia as well. So his first activation could have put 2 here. And then Utopia readied him to take 2 off the main, or 1 off the main, and then Justice Served. Okay, so we do it like this. Recover, 1, 2, 3, those 3 shuffled back in, and we have Metal Shards for the Sleeper next turn. And we have easy ways to deal with whatever side scheme comes out. And Red Skull should be confused from Dazzler. I like this play line here. There's 1. So the last card here, it is the hazard, yeah. Discards a non-elite minion, that's fine. Okay, this deck reshuffled, so the hazard misses the shuffle. That's good at least. And then Red Skull is confused. Sleeper for 1, Frenzy for 2. 2 encounter cards. First one, Advance. Ouch. Chance we don't pop it. Nope, it pops. Okay. That's going to get a side scheme. 1, 2, 3. And then Caught Off Guard. Oof. Gotta be a Skilled Investigator, unfortunately. The readies are too good. I mean, I guess I could get rid of the cape, so we can always get it back. Skill Investigator is basically Avenger's Mansion right now. We have Utopia, so I don't think we need the cape. There's no aerial stuff in our deck. Alright, let's flip up. We should board this. Discarding Frenzy. Just going to clean up the board real nice here. Gambit. Can go ahead and take out Censor the Past. Shuffle 3 cards in our discard pile into the deck. So it's going to be Cape for 1. And then maybe Bubble. And then Professor X. And we could even get the Cape right back this turn. We'd draw with Skilled Investigator. I guess we could have done that at just about any time. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing to wrap or missile, so I think that's going to be 3 for Metal Shards. It's going to take out the Sleeper. It's going to take out the Sleeper Awakens. That's going to give us a tough. We will mill. Get Digging Deep. Oops, come on. Alright, Asteroid M. Well, I was thinking about playing Blindfold and Honorary. The Asteroid M seems okay. Just to start getting some build out. What are we doing here? 2. Yeah, the ready doesn't do us a whole lot. So I think Asteroid M is the play. Asteroid M and Honorary. And then we just ditch these cards. Dazzler. Attack for 2. I think we're pretty safe from any advance. So just advance our win con. There's that. There's this. Here comes this. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. When defeated, we discard the top 9. He's attacking. Defend with his Dazzler. Discard the top 4 of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are never going to get a mission training on Gambit at this rate. Encounter card, Infinite Power. He attacks, and he gets tough. Good thing we have tough. Put Hellfire Pawn into play. Okay, we lose our tough. A lot of good stuff in our hand here. Patrol sucks. So I think we just go 2 damage onto the pawn. 3 for Professor, and maybe 2 for Danger Room is what's going to happen here, I think. Let's mill first, see what we get. Okay, we got a double. So we can definitely do Danger Room. Let's go Colossus, Game Time, Blast for Professor X, get a Confuse. It's going to ready us. Professor will take out the Amplify, discard the top 9. And then draw a card from Skilled Investigator. We will now take out the pawn. Gonna save Gambit's health. What is our top magnetic card? I guess we're gonna get the armor, Game Time, and Angel back if we flip. And then our Asteroid M is going to be the cape. That seems good. So let's flip. Or I can play game time first, but no, then we missed the armor. So these three flip, and then this one for Asteroid M, whoops, heals us 1. And then this double for Danger Room. And I think we can just lose the Wrap the Middle. Okay. 6 cards, 1 on, 1 side scheme. He is confused. Encounter card says Exhaustion. It's fine. Master Strategist. Okay. Also fine, I think. Wow, we're really going to lose Gambit, huh? Where are all of our mission trainings? Did we lose all of them? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we sure did. Oh wait, no, that's just a served. So there is, nope, all 3 are in the discard. Wow, so it's going to be a while. I don't really want Under Fire to go back in. We probably need a jump here. So I think Angel has to be the play. It's just a matter of what else can we play in addition to Angel. Asteroid M, I guess we could have held this so that that double would be the top card, but Asteroid M will put that back in, heal us 1. Yeah, so we're up in hero. Oh wait, no, we're still in Alter Ego. Because we can Danger Room Angel. Or do we want to Cerebro and risk the top 5? Who else do we have? I don't think we have any other allies for Cerebro to hit. Alright, there's no Legion? No. Okay, so that's everything. So Cerebro is not as good here. We can wait on a Forge Tutor for that. Superpower Training. I mean, at least Superpower Training is a good way to kill Gambit. Prison Camps gets us Professor X. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're just going to play Angel, clear the main chump. Or I guess Angel and Utopia clear Prison Camps, gets Professor X back, clears the main. Get a draw off Skilled Investigator, maybe play the cape. Yeah, so let's do that. We got exhausted by Exhaustion, yeah. So Magnetic Missile and Cerebro for Angel. Use Danger Room, get him a mission training. There's that. That's going to ready us because we are an X-Men. We will flip up. And if we really wanted to go risky, we could do Superpower Training and Prison Camps. So we could go 1, 2. This clears Prison Camps. That will get us Professor X, who will confuse. Oh yes, we should also draw a card for Skilled Investigator. Oh, game time. So if we spend the armor, Superpower Training, do this, that's going to get us the helmet. Helmet gets us cape with game time. We could even just mill our deck here. I wonder if we have anything left though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is stuff. So we should mill. Let's mill. Okay, we got the helmet. So we can just spend helmet on Superpower Training. 1, 2, 3. Professor X clear Superpower Training. That's going to get us the helmet. Helmet and armor will play the cape. And then we can game time Angel. Whoops. And he can take 2 off the main. Unfortunately, Professor X missing the discard, but I think it's okay. So we are going to get an extra encounter card, but we got plenty of good stuff in play. Let's see, 1 here. Amplify. There's no other Hellfire cards in play. Red Skull is attacking. He is going to get an additional boost for each side scheme in play, so 2 boosts. We'll pop it to Professor X. There goes an advance, so all this goes away. Cleaning up the board for us. 2 encounter cards. First one, Hydro Flame Soldier. Second one, Exo Soldier. We do have Wrapped in Metal in hand for the Exo Soldier. Okay. Build support is interesting to get extra. We do have the helmet now for Wrapped in Metal here. Gambit has really turned into some dead weight, unfortunately. But I think once we get a mission training on him, it's all going to be worth it. Let's draw a card with Skilled Investigator, potentially. Let's go 2 and 2. So it's 4 thwart. Gets rid of this. It's going to draw us a card. Okay, was really hoping for mission training. Because now if we mill to ready, we might just mill past it, unfortunately. Yeah, but I think we're going to have to. Let's go ahead and mill. Forge. Okay, metal shards. And now we're like kind of spoiled for choice. There's a lot of good stuff we can do. I don't think we play the bubble. We've seen both Hydra Flame Soldiers, so the undefended attacks might be okay again. I think there's only 2 of them. So maybe the bubble isn't as good. We game time Angel to help with the Hydra Flame Soldier. We throw out Wrapped in Metal. What do we throw out build support, game time Angel, start clearing build support, metal shards for Hydra Flame Soldier. Ooh, I kind of like that. That might be the best. So let's go Master of Magnetism helmet for metal shards. Clears this guy, gets us a tough. Then X-Jet for build support. 1, 2, 3. Game time. Ooh. Then we don't have enough for Wrapped in Metal. Oh yeah, we do because we can mill. Oh wait. We milled into metal shards, didn't we? So we should be ready. Yeah, I don't think we game time. I think we're just going to wrap this guy up in metal. Magneto will clear the main. This can always be an electromagnetic blast target. And do we flip down because he's confused and this guy's not activating? I think so. Let's flip. Let's see, bubble, game time, X-Jet can go back in. Metal shards can go back in. I guess there's nothing for us to heal. We're just so on top of things right now. There's one. Here comes the red house. Can't take damage. These will shuffle back. Okay. 1 threat on. He is confused, and a single encounter card is going to surge into Sebastian Shaw. Okay, this is the one that needs to be attacked in a single go. He's also a good rapid metal target. Unfortunately, we don't have another. Let's go ahead and shuffle Master of Magnetism back in. We do have danger room targets here. Legion is probably the best danger room target. Dazzler for the confuse is nice, but I think Legion is bringing us the most value because he can ping the tough without being an attack. Yeah, still no mission training for our boy Gambit. Very annoying. I mean, we could have sacked Gambit to clear build support, get X-Jet here. Or build support for Cuckoos. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to want to play Legion. Just a matter of how. I think Cuckoo's, Blindfold, Marvel Girl for Legion. And then I guess we're robbing ourselves of a mission training that could have gone to Gambits if we go here. But it is what it is. We're robbing ourselves of a ready as well, but I think Legion is worth it. Let's flip up. Let's try draw a card. Legion will thwart build support for 2. Discard a energy. It's going to take out the tough here. Sets him up nicely for a future metal shards. We will clear build support. Let's get this X-Jet out. It's going to draw us a card with Skilled Investigator. Triage. All of a sudden, very nice. And I don't think we need Electromagnetic Blast. So let's just go 1-2 for Triage. Or I guess we can, let's see. We have X-Jet. Okay, we can get another resource from Cape. So let's go Mill. Okay, that's going to ready us. So now X-Jet and Missile will play Triage. Oh wait, no, we should use our basic first. I keep getting mixed up. There's 2. Okay, now Triage, Utopia, ready. And then, or do we ready Legion? Because Legion can do more here. I don't know. I guess we can just go into Red Skull. So Helmet, Dazzler, Blast, clear the Red House. And yeah, Triage healed Gambit. She'll ping the tough off Red Skull. We'll attack Red Skull for 2, and then attack him for 3 more. And then Angel can attack him for another 2. Just completely ignore this guy for now. Alright, draw 5, 1 card on, and then we have Amplify. Red Skull is attacking for a lot, but we do have Tough. If we're in Hero form, he attacks again after this activation, but don't give him any boost cards. Okay, so he hits us for 2. And then we will defend Sebastian Shaw with Triage. If we're in Hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Okay. So he hits us for 2 more. No bubble. Encounter card. Another Exo Soldier. It's very annoying. We do have a missile for this guy. I guess we can take out Shaw with the missile. But it might be better just to missile Red Skull on his other side. Oh yeah, we got metal shards too. We got a lot of money here. We got a lot of money. Not too worried. Do we have enough to just kill him? What's his health? He doesn't get a tough, so he's 20, so it's 22 damage. 2 metal shards, that's 14. 2, 2, 3, 19. Yeah, I think we've got it. None of these guys have tough. So let's just do it. Angel will go ahead and send him to the next stage, where he has 20 health. Deal each player an encounter card. No problemo. Let's mill. Or no, we need to basic attack first for 2, and then we mill. Maybe get a double. Nope. But we do get to ready. Attack again. And then helmet, X-Jet, digging deep for 1 metal shards. It's going to get him down to 9. And then I wish I had enough for this metal shards and magnetic missile. If I have deft focus out. So we can go with this and this. Oops. For this metal shards, get him down to 2. And maybe we just clear this and magnetic missile him. Do it like that. Legion will take 2, and he hit a mental, so that is going to take out 2. That's going to Skilled Investigator us 1. And then, yeah, magnetic missile will discard this Hydro Exo Soldier, and that's going to take him out. Gambit had another 3 in him. We really sat on Gambit. Not sure if we really needed to do that. Yeah, so there you have it. Probably a couple turns longer than it needed to be, but that's there you go. Again, a little bit of a struggle trying to run combo decks in Magneto, but I think this is just the more interesting way to run him for me than just doing all good stuff. Although this is kind of like the X-Men version of all good stuff. But yeah, 50 cards. He runs 50 cards pretty well. Unfortunately, no armor that game or anything like that. But there you have it. Magneto Justice against Expert Red Skull with the Hellfire mod. Hellfire is turning out to be a pretty fun mod. The Sebastian Shaw minion and the Celine minion, you're actually gonna have to think to like get around them a little bit. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a different aspect. Hey everybody, welcome back to How to Play Magneto. We are moving on to Magneto with the protection aspect, and protection has kind of become the aspect with the most readies, and the card that does most with aspect interaction in Magneto's kit is his armor. That completely depends on your deck makeup, but it gets you extra stats, so the more readies you have, the more you can use those extra stats. And that is basically the idea for our protection deck. We'll go over this and then maybe some other ideas in protection. So we're running these 12 events that are the core of the deck. We have What Doesn't Kill Me as 3 ready cards, and then Ever Vigilant as another 3 ready cards. Ever Vigilant also clearing the main scheme. And once you have his Cape, which is one of his better cards, gets you a free ready every turn, then you have Aerial to turn on Ever Vigilant. And the more he is using his ability, the faster you're getting your Cape to turn on that Aerial. So the main issue here is having damage to trigger What Doesn't Kill Me, because you have to have 2 damage to pay the cost to play the card. So here we have 3 copies of Taunt. Now there's a lot of times where the villain's going to be stunned from magnetic missile, you'll be tough from metal shards, or you'll just want some damage so that you can heal to play What Doesn't Kill Me, and Taunt gets you that. One of the things with Magneto is because of his self-mill, it's hard to have consistent aspect strategies, so adding in some card draw in addition to his mill can help you at least draw some aspect cards occasionally. In addition to that, we have Come Get Me Bub, which is not necessarily for self-damage, but does help gain more toughs and heal more so that we can play more taunts. And then, of course, we get minions for metal shards and Wrapped in Metal for Magneto. Another way that we have to damage ourselves to turn on What Doesn't Kill Me is Rogue Ally. And Magneto is a 2-2, so she's going to be a 4-4 when she touches him, deals him a damage. So if you're at 9 health and you're just 1 shy of a What Doesn't Kill Me, Rogue can touch Magneto, take him down to 8, and then play What Doesn't Kill Me. All of these cards are also chosen because they're physical or mental in the bottom left, which are the stats that we most want to have in our deck to ensure that we get the most beneficial stat to increase, the plus thwart or the plus attack. We don't really want to see the plus defense that much because we don't care too much about defense. He has a lot of energies in kit already, so we've added the minimum amount of energy that I think. Triage here can help heal Rogue, is her primary function, so keep Rogue around for longer. There's also some other options like Render Medical Aid and First Aid, which are both better resource icons for us than Triage, but Triage triggers Utopia, which is another ready for our plus stats with armor. So I kind of like her in here as well. And we do need some ways to deal with the main villain attack so that we can taunt ourselves in the hero phase, and she's always a cheap chump block. We have a couple tough allies here with Armor and Colossus, who can help defend for us. Nightcrawler can pop to hands to make sure that we take no damage from an attack if we don't want to take any damage from an attack. Iceman can help, he sits out all game, and he's just a mental resource icon for us, really. He can help stun some minions if we really need to stall them for Wrapped in Metal before we draw that, stun them before we draw metal shards, because we kind of want to keep our minions alive until we get those cards. He combos pretty nicely with Come Get Me Bub. The only issue is that Exodus, our Nemesis minion, is steady, and so he won't be full stunned from Iceman. Professor X, he's a Confuse, gets us to Alter Ego. He's another ready if we have a big stat turn, and he can always stun a minion to stall it. Shadowcat, we're running out of like non-energy allies, as you can see. Shadowcat, we play her for her 2 thwart and to blank a bad side scheme for us, some bad icon of some kind. Forge helps us with our consistency, and then Angel is here just as another cheap ally with a good resource icon. I think Gambit is one that I like in a lot of Magneto decks, just to give us more alter ego access, but in this deck, I think we really want to minimize our energies, and we can always flip with Stepford Cuckoos and with Professor X. Not that we're going to need to flip that much because we have so much hero form heal, and flipping really doesn't get us too many things like in comparison to other heroes. Alright, in this deck we are not running the energy, we're only running strength and genius as our doubles because we do have two in-kit doubles that we can also recur, so we don't necessarily need to run a ton of doubles, especially once we get out our Death Focus and our Helmet and our X-Jet and things like that. We have Digging Deep here because we do get to mill a bunch in our deck. It's a wild to help turn on What Doesn't Kill Me. Only running 2 copies. I don't think we need too many more. I should actually swap this Deft Focus for the Magneto version. I'm not sure if I uploaded it yet. So maybe in a different deck we will upload the Magneto version. Our player side schemes, Superpower Training, mainly to get our helmet out. It's pretty expensive. Build Support gets us X-Jet, it gets us Stepford Cuckoos, it can get us Asteroid M just to get it out of the deck. Not that we really rely on it that much, but the Wild does brick our armor. Astonishing X-Men is another stun, another confuse, helps with taunt. You know, we clear Astonishing and then we can use that stun for taunt to draw some cards, use the confuse to flip down. Specialized Training, we want to increase our stats so that we make use of all these readies we have access to. And then Face the Past, it's a physical. It gets us as essentially a triple resource icon. We have a lot of triple resource cards in the deck. So Face the Past drawing into metal shards, or if we have metal shards and we play Face the Past, draw 3 cards. We can ping Exodus with an ally, use metal shards to give ourselves a tough. So it's a weird way to get ourselves a tough and a ready. If we have 3 thwart and there's a big fat side scheme somewhere, we have a player side scheme, helps with that. It can also help us speed up our build, getting out our helmet or one of these 2-cost upgrades. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of the deck. We're running down here. So the main other thing I was looking at in Magneto was repurpose, and to be honest, it was really hard to set up because he just mills so much. You're either milling past your upgrades or you're milling past your repurposes, and then stuff like Energy Barrier and Force Field Generator kind of conflict a little bit with Magnetic Bubble and the amount of toughs that he can generate. So he has like Plasma Pistol and then Electrostatic Armor. He doesn't like to defend that much for Electrostatic Armor. It was kind of wonky all around. And of course, like a lot of those cards are all energy resource icons, so they're buffing the wrong thing for armor. Not to say it won't work. Repurpose is good in every hero. It just didn't really line up well for me. I think you can lean heavier into energy if you do some kind of like perfect defense-based build. It's just something that I'm not too interested in with Magneto because he's incredibly inconsistent with aspect strategies, and perfect defense is already fairly inconsistent itself. That led me to really try kind of lean away from anything with an energy resource in the bottom left corner. In terms of allies, I think we used most of the X-Men allies except for the ones with energy. I don't necessarily think we need Polaris as much because we have tough generation and kit. We have a lot of healing, so we don't need the tough as much. Karma can be nice with Come Get Me Bub, but we really want to use our minions for Metal Shards and Magnetic Missile if we can. And again, energy resource. Supports, I think Night Nurse is always good. You just don't want to cleanse your own toughs. We have a lot of heal. We don't want to heal too much because we want to keep What Doesn't Kill Me on board. So she ended up getting the old cut. And then Render I talked about, great for Rogue, but we don't have a lot of other allies we want to heal. We don't necessarily want to heal ourselves except with What Doesn't Kill Me or Come Get Me Bub. And Establish Perimeter. Energy icon gives us a tough. We already have tough, so we don't want energy. Let's see, we have like a better version of Pin Down and Kit with Wrapped in Metal. And it sets up our Magnetic Missile as well, so don't necessarily need Pin Down. There isn't a lot of other synergy here. Indomitable, always are ready. So it does leave us ready if we do defend for our basic power in the hero phase. It's just a matter of we might not get a boosted basic in the hero phase anyways. He doesn't have any like villain phase stuff really for Change of Fortune. His only retaliate is from Magnetic Bubble, which is temporary. Anticipation. Actually, maybe Anticipation is worth a look. Combo as well with Come Get Me Bub. We're going to make a live edit. We're going to take out one Ever Vigilant. We're going to put in one Anticipation just to test. You know, one Anticipation for the taste. Let's go ahead and clone it. It is physical. Gets us a ready off Come Get Me Bub. We can use it before Ever Vigilant in some games. It just doesn't get us the extra 2 off the main. I'm not sure how critical that is. We'll test it. We'll see. You know? That was basically it for protection. I mean, in terms of basics, we are passing up on some allies like Beak, who is otherwise very good. We're passing up on Legion, who's otherwise very good and a good target for render medical aid. Gambit, who's otherwise good and a good target for render medical aid. I think the deck initially started out with Render and Legion and Gambit and Rogue. And then I kind of went towards like, well, I'll just run first aids and then we'll just slot in one copy of Triage. That's basically the gist of it. Not too much else to say. I think we just want to get straight to the gameplay, trying to keep this video a little bit shorter than Nightcrawler 1. So let's... Oh yeah, this is a 50 card deck, by the way. Gives us maximum odds to boost both our attack and our thwart, or at least whichever one we want at the time. We're going to run this up against Unus. Put our obligation in. And then instead of, what is it, the Dystopian Nightmare, we're going to run the new Magneto mod, Hellfire Club. Ooh, that's weird. There we go. Alright, so we need to get ourselves an extra encounter card, 4 threat onto Gene Pool. And here we go. I guess, yeah, Children of the Atom, there wasn't much that he needed from the X-Force trait. Not a lot of X-Force allies that are super useful. You could do like a Warpath, Change of Fortune, play Metal Shards in the villain phase, but it's a lot of setup for a very low payoff. White Queen I'm always interested in because I think she is very good at clearing status, like negative status on ourselves, and clearing toughs on enemies. Thing is, like, Magnetic Missile doesn't care about toughs on minions because it discards the minion. He has steady from his helmet, so you don't need it as much, and she's an energy icon. So I end up leaving her out of this build. Alright, let's go ahead. Here, I'll delete these cards. Let's go ahead and get this game started. Alright, why can't I draw? Oh, I'm not sitting. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so Helmet, Asteroid M. Okay, so Ever Vigilant is doing nothing. Digging Deep is doing nothing. What Doesn't Kill Me is doing nothing. Asteroid M doing nothing. Let's get the rest of these. Okay. Okay. So here we got some resource bloat. So hopefully we can get something playable from his hero ability. We'll start there. All the doubles we've seen already. There goes Rogue. So sad. Magnetic Missile. Okay. Not terribly playable. We can go ahead and use that to play the Helmet. And then a double for Astonishing X-Men. And we could even clear Astonishing and just get a free second turn, basically. Yeah, that sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and stun and confuse Unus. 1, 2. Play Electromagnetic Blast. 1, 2, 3. Stun and confuse up here. And yeah, we're just going to get a pass turn. We got our helmet out, so that's something. All right, 1 threat on here, 1 threat on Gene Pool. He is stunned. We get 2 encounter cards. First one, Endless Ranks. Place 1 threat on, or sorry, 3 threat on Gene Pool once defeated. And then Infinite Soldier, he has Quick Strike, so it's going to deal us 2. It's perfect. All right. So let's see, Metal Shards seems good here. Magnetic Missile, if we get a Wrapped in Metal. Let's go ahead and start with our hero ability. See what we get. Man, a lot of mills. Okay, Magnetic Bubble. So this is not as good. So let's see, Shards, and then we're 1 short for Shadowcat. We get some more build going. We could just play Shadowcat and flip down. What would we be getting back in? Utopia, Armor, Taunt. Those are good. We do have to play Shadowcat in hero form, that's a problem. So whatever we spend on her is what we would shuffle back in. We could do 2 for the bubble. Yeah, I kind of like bubble. Let's go ahead and we'll take 2 off Gene Pool. We'll go Magnetic Missile, Helmets. Oh, no. The bubble is 3. Why did I say it as 2? Oh, because 2 cards out of hand with the helmet. That's what I was thinking of. So probably just Anticipation and Shadowcat and flip. So we'll go Bubble, Shards, and Digging Deep for Shadowcat. She'll blank the acceleration up there. Whatever, it's blanked. And we will flip, shuffle these 3 back in with our alter ego. Go ahead and play an Anticipation. Shadowcat can take 2 more off Gene Pool. All right. So 1 threat on, he's confused, Soldier for 1, and counter card. Power and Decadence. So this is from the mod set. Sorry for how blurry it is. I took it off online. Give the villain a tough status card. Give this card to the villain as a face down boost card. So he already has tough. Gets this as a boost. After this activation, activating enemy activates against you again. Do not give it a boost. Alright. So he's going to get another free 2 attack on us. Basically. That's not such a bad card. Alright, we have Come Get Me Bub. We got Taunt. We have the armor. I'm thinking armor, bubble. We do have Anticipation, gets us a ready off Come Get Me Bub. Oh yeah, there should be 1 more on Gene Pool from step 1 of the villain phase. And this is no longer blanked. I don't think there's any reason for us to be in Alter Ego. Build Sport. Build Sport gets us Utopia or X-Jet. Probably X-Jet is good here. So maybe no bubble. Maybe we go 2 for the armor. Let's go helmets and bubble, play armor. And then let's go our ability next, just to see what happens first. Let's go ability. Okay, so we got a physical, so we're 3 attack. So we can just clear the soldier. He'll get this as a boost against us, so he's swinging for 2 and a boost and then another 2, so a minimum of 4. The second attack can be defended. Come Get Me Bub. Ready is offhand, so we could clear the soldier. Ready with Come Get Me Bub and Anticipation. I kind of like this addition of Anticipation here. Ready. That was just a live thought. You guys saw that happen in real time. Okay. This is kind of a complex turn. So I really love to do build support, but we're not at 3. We're not 3 thwart, which is annoying. If we were at 3, that'd be perfect if we had like a mental on armor. So we got these 3 and we got this. I'd love to play Metal Shards, Clear Soldier, Taunt. I can't do both. We have to taunt first before we Metal Shards, and that kind of defeats the purpose of Metal Shardsing. So if we do taunt first, he's going to hit us for minimum 4. So we will survive. We can heal 3. Come get me, bub. Clear both soldiers. I think it's only oh no, he could have that that stupid deal 3 damage to an ally you control 4 health guy. But like the one revealed would be stopped because it's put into play. That'd be just an annoying amount of health on a minion. And I guess we could Metal Shards that one. But how much is our board state really changing? I don't think it's worth it just yet, instead of just clearing the soldier. Shadowcat can clear Gene Pool. Seems good. We can go face the past for build support. 1, 2, 3. Or should we just Metal Shards and thwarted, actually? So instead of playing build support, let's grab that back. Think. This guy's still here. So Shadowcat cleared here. Yeah, I don't think we want it getting up to 3. I guess it doesn't really matter. No, we'll clear Gene Pool. And then we can do 3 for Metal Shards to clear this guy, get ourselves a tough. Yeah, that seems good. So, Metal Shards was played by these. And then Magneto has 2 thwart he can put somewhere. Put it into the main for now. Do we hold build support? Do we have another electromagnetic blast coming up? I feel like we do. In which case, I kind of want to hold build support. If we have specialized training coming up, that's even better. Yeah, so let's try to get electromagnetic blast in hand with specialized training. All right. Blast, no specialized. So 1, 2 on, 1 on Gene Pool. He is attacking us. We have a 0 boost, and he attacks again with no boost. So he pings our tough, and then we take 2 from his second attack. And our 1 encounter card is Exhaustion. Sucks for us. Under Fire. Oh my gosh. All the expert cards. If I get Master Plan, I'm going to be really glad I didn't play Build Support. Infinite Prelate. He activates if the amount of threat on Gene Pool is at least 3. So there isn't any. I think we just take his activation for 2, 3, okay. And then Infinite Hunter, deal, we should have jumped. Deal 3 damage to an ally we control. It's going to kill Shadowcat. And it's going to put 3 onto Gene Pool. Alright, board state's getting messy again. Let's see, come get me, bub. Probably get a quick striker. Gets us down to 2, and then we go up to 4. Back to 1. These are a lot of cards. Oh, we could Anticipation to ready. So there we go. That's something for us, at least. I don't know what magnet cards we have left. We've seen 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, both wrapped in metal, probably. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 wrapped in metals and something. Another Metal Shards, maybe. I've only seen 1 Metal Shards. Yeah. So it looks like 2 wrapped in metals and a Metal Shards left in the deck, both of which are good for us. I would love to play Professor X. If I play Professor X, we don't have enough money for pretty much anything else. We do have what doesn't kill me, but we're probably going to deck out. Yeah. Can always hold Professor. Put Wrapped in Metal on the Infinite Hunter seems good. Port 2 off Gene Pool, played Come Get Me Bub. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. This is so tough. Let's not bub. Let's use this and this for cape. Take 2 off a Gene Pool. Discard. Okay, Digging Deep to hand, that's nice. Wrapped in Metal, called it. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting, well, I guess we can do Deft Focus and Wrapped in Metal. So we ready here. We are at 3 Thwart. Yeah, we're at 3 Thwart, so that's nice. We're going to straight up clear the main. Maybe we can flip. Have we seen a lot of advances? We've seen one advance. I forget how many of these infinite prelates he has. But Wrapped in Metal. I really like that. I mean, the safe play is just Professor X and flip. Go Digging Deep, Electromagnetic, wrap this guy up. How are we surviving? Oh, I was thinking I was banking on metal shards. I think we're just going to build, get down Deft Focus, take a risky flip here. Yeah, he is getting double on counter cards, but that's okay. This guy's not activating. Alright, extra counter card. 2 threat on. Oop, come on. And then 1 threat here. Unus Schemes. 4, 5. Ooh. And then we got 2 encounter cards. First one is Advance. Nasty. Attach this card to an infinite minion. Well, that could have been a loss. So this guy gets this, but it doesn't really matter because he's wrapped in metal. And then Master Plan. Don't much care for that. So lots of threat here. Lots of threat. Alright, what doesn't kill me if we hit a mental? Seems really, really good. We do have Ever Vigilant online. That's actually really good too. So I don't think we need to recover. I think we can just flip. We'll use our first basic to take 2 off Gene Pool. Trigger our ability, mental, so we're at 3 Thwart. Digging Deep comes to hand, very nice. And then there we go, love that. So we're at 3 Thwart, 3 defense. We do get to ready here. We can take 3 off Gene Pool, seems good. Oh, we didn't use our Alter Ego build when we flipped down, but I don't think there's anything. We could have stopped ourselves from getting the second encounter card though. Yeah, let's see, Ever Vigilant will ready us, take 2 off the main. With our 3 Thwart, we will do another 3 off the main. Let's go ahead and metal shards for specialized training. Let's see, we haven't used any superpowers yet, I don't think. Or any magnet cards for that matter. We'll go ahead and Digging Deep and Wrapped in Metal to play What Doesn't Kill Me. To heal 2 and ready. And with our last 3 Thwart, well, let's take it off the main. We do have 3 defense, so I can defend his first attack, I think. Let's go 5. Professor X, great. 1, 2, 1 here. We're going to defend his first attack for 3. Wow. So we still take 2. And then the encounter card is Hellfire Pawn, Guard Patrol Surge. And we get the Inner Circle side scheme. I have to load it in to TTS, super weird. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each Hellfire card in play. There's 1, so this goes up to 8. Oh, we are at risk. We do have Magnetic Missile. And we do have Professor X. And I think we have enough for both. Oh yeah, Superpower. Boom. Let's go ahead and get our boosted stats first. So Physical and Wild. It's going to ready us. We have 3 attack. We can clear the Hellfire Pawn. Seems good. Alright. And then we can go Strength and Taunt for Professor X. We'll get a Confuse here. I don't know, clear the main? Yeah. He won't get Stalwart in step 1 as long as we flip. Def Focus for Magnetic Missile. We'll take this guy out. Clear the Tough, get a stun. And then we can go this and this for Asteroid M. And we can flip down, we'll shuffle Triage and these 3 back in. And then, what is the top magnetic card here? Another Wrapped in Metal? Sure, why not? And heal 1. Okay, so far so good. 1-2 on, he is confused. We had some near misses. Dang, we should have cleared Gene Pool, because now he's at Stalwart. So we lost that stun. That's okay. Basically, we saved ourselves a thing. Do we have? What is our next? What's our topmost? Let's see, Metal Shards. We'll shuffle that back in and heal 1 with our Asteroid M. Do I recover? We really need to get Utopia. We do get it ready. We could get to 3 Thwart, clear Specialized. I kind of like that. We'll recover for 1, 2, 3. Flip up. Use our ability. So we do get 3 Thwart and we get a double. So we're ready. Let's take 3 off Specialized. I think it's just allies now. No magnetics or superpowers. We're going to go Taunt, Master Magnus. Probably could have played Taunt and Come Get Me Bub, but let's do this instead. We'll go 1 and 2 for Triage, heal 2. These 2 will go ahead and clear Specialized Training. Now it's a matter, do we want the plus attack or the plus thwarts? I'm thinking the plus thwarts at the moment, just because there's so much threat out. Gets us to 4 pretty easily. Alright. 1, 2 here, 1 here. Not great. He is attacking. He's got an Amplify, so it's 3 and a boost. We do have What Doesn't Kill Me in hand. We have Utopia. I think we'll just take it. So it's 4. And then the encounter card is another Endless Ranks. Okay. It's a good thing we got our plus thwarts out. We can go ahead and thwart for 3 before anything else happens. Take it off of Gene Pool. Draw a card. Okay. And then let's go ahead and use our ability. We got a mental, so we're at 4 thwart and we ready. Probably the Amplify is the worst one here. Let's go ahead and take 4 there. We do Wrapped in Metal, Utopia. Rogue, Forge, What Doesn't Kill Me. heal 2, ready. Clear that for 4. Triage Iceman. It can take 2 off the main. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold Ever Vigilant for next turn. Guaranteed to use it. Probably could have done some better sequencing there, but I like getting out Utopia. All right, 1, 2, 3 on. He is attacking. Just 2 and a boost. We'll take it for 3. And then counter card is Old Grievances. Okay, so now we're in a little bit of danger. Oops. Alright. So we gotta flip, or we die. We definitely are at risk using our ability. Should draw a card. Let's go 3 thwart on the min. Draw a card. We do have Electromagnetic Blast, we got armor. This all seems good. Let's go 1 and 2 for Electromagnetic Blast. Let's see, Gene Pool. Was it at 6? Did I not put this? I don't think I put the starting threat on Gene Pool. So we'll take 3 here with Electromagnetic. And I think, let's see, Metal Shards and Missile for armor. It's going to ready us here. We have another 3. We can just straight up clear it. I wish I had one more card. How many magnetic cards are left? Am I going to die if I Old Grievances? Both Professor and Cuckoos are in the discard. Well, we've seen a lot of advances, so I think I can clear the main and flip down and get rid of it the next turn. We can Asteroid M to shuffle. I guess we could do 1, 2, all 3 of these on the flip. And then Asteroid M, we'll shuffle this back in and heal us 1. Yeah, I don't think we need to hold on to those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 here. He schemes for, come on. Either place 2 threat on Gene Pool or give him +2. Let's do 2 here and 2 on Gene Pool. And the encounter card says, Cooling of the Week. It's up to 10. It says Amplify. Alright, start with Asteroid M. I don't know what the top card is, another Wrapped in Metal. Ugh. We do want that heal though. Lots of threat. We do have both blasts. Seems good. And flip up. Let's thwart for 3 off the min. Draw a card. Now we can play Build Support for X-Jet or Superpower Training for Bubble. Oh wait, we were supposed to exhaust for Old Grievances. Whoops. So yeah, we're supposed to do that first. Put 3 back on. Put this back onto our deck. So yeah, we're supposed to get rid of that garbage. We use this. We have not used this. So let's use our ability. Go energy, mental. So we're at 4 thwart. And we are ready. So with 4, I don't think we're ever clearing these. Yeah, those can stay out. We just need to start doing some damage at some point. Let's keep Gene Pool under control there. Draw a card here. We'll go Wrapped in Metal to play Build Sport. Okay. I think a Ready is better than Electromagnetic Blast here. So do we want Nightcrawler or do we want Colossus? Nightcrawler gets us 2 more thwart. I kind of like that. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 for Nightcrawler, ready with Utopia. We can take 4 more off Gene Pool. Or is that what we want to do? 4 off the main. Just be safe. Nightcrawler can take 2 off Gene Pool. And then we can do these 2 for Electromagnetic Blast to clear build support. Grab ourselves an X-Jet, wherever that may be. What do we want? Cuckoos. Let's grab Cuckoos, actually. This could be a game saver for us. Whoops. Helps us flip, even when we don't have Professor X. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. We'll block with armor, hold the blast. Alright, 1, 2, 3 here, 1 here, defend with armor. And, wow, that now he gets the 0 boost. Alright. And then here, Infinite Soldier. He is getting Quick Strike. I could use Digging Deep to bounce Nightcrawler back to hand, which looks good, actually. So we'll just do that. When an X-Men character take any amount of damage, yada yada, we prevent it all, return Nightcrawler to hand. So we don't take the Quick Strike. And now we have a ready for Utopia. So with our starting 3 thwarts, we'll go off Gene Pool, and we'll draw a card. Do we have any magnets left? I guess we have 1. I don't know what it is, but we'll mill it. Alright, do we want to do that before we spend our hand? Should probably at least play the blast first. Take 3 here. Okay, now let's mill. Physical, mental, physical. So we're at 3/3. Extra encounter card. We are going to ready. So now let's go ahead and take out the soldier for 3. What do we want to... Do we want to do something crazy? Wrapped in metal, magnetic missile? Probably not. Yeah, let's just take him out. Probably just play X-Jet into Nightcrawler or metal shards. Yeah, I think it's going to be X-Jet. 1, 2, 3 for X-Jet. Too bad we bounced Nightcrawler. I mean, yeah, Ice. So for those wondering, Iceman is too slow to stun for Quick Strike, so that's why we didn't use an Iceman counter there. Probably could have gotten him back in the shuffle. He hasn't really been doing a lot for us. Yeah, it's weird, but these cards seem good enough to hold. We have pretty much our entire build out. Glad we picked Cuckoos over Jet. Instead of Jet, we could have done Nightcrawler. Gotten another ready. Alright, 4th we're at 3 attack. Nightcrawler takes 2 here. We take out an Endless Ranks. That just puts 3 right back on you. Probably not the best move. Well, I guess then we are safe. We could always get Jet back with 40. No, I like where we're at. I like where we're at. We're gonna pitch Nightcrawler, hold shards. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 on Gene Pool. He's attacking. Do we defend? We don't have 3 defense. We have what doesn't kill me. So I think we can take it. So it's 2, 3, 4. Dangerous, dangerous. We can always chump somebody if we really need to. Infinite Soldier has Quick Strike. That's annoying. We can defend that one. And then this one, Sebastian Shaw, tough, villainous. After he is attacked, give him a face down boost card. He cannot be attacked again this phase. Crazy. So we really need to wrap in metal for that guy. But I think we saw both of them. Oh, we saw one. Still a chance we get the other one. Let's see, what doesn't kill me seems really good here. We'll go strength for what doesn't kill me. Or no, we probably want to get boosted stats first. Let's go boosted stats. Magnetic missile, physical. So we're at 3 attack, 3 thwart. We have at least one more ready after this. Let's go ahead and just clear gene pool and draw a card. Triage is good. Strength. What doesn't kill me? Heal 2, ready. Clear soldier. Yeah, this is really annoying here. I wish we had the bubble. We can go. He gets a boost card. I guess we could have used an Iceman stun on him because he's not steady. And then armor can ping his tough. He gets a boost card. He can't be attacked again. But next turn we can metal shards him. He doesn't stop us from metal shardsing the villain. So let's go ahead and do that for 7. Our first villain damage. And then we can go ahead and do triage. Heal ourselves 2. Ready. And we'll go 3 off the main. Triage can go 1 more off the main. We'll hold the double. 1, 2, 3. 1 here. Unus is attacking. Take it. 2, 3. This guy loses his stun. And then encounter card says assaults. Probably chump now. Yeah, we can chump armor here. What does it say? Discard an ally you control. Sure, discard triage. And then 3 threat added to gene pool. Okay, we got another what doesn't kill me. And this guy can now take damage. Alright, let's start with clearing the main. Drawing a card. And then we'll use our ability, discarding for Magnet. We're at 4 thwarts. It's a lot of mentals. Now we're at 3 attack. Digging Deep comes to hand. Master Magnetism. Lots of money, not a lot to do with it. We can go 1, 2. What doesn't kill me? Heal 2. I wish we got either wrapped in metal or metal shards. It's very unfortunate. Oh wait, we should have readied from the cape before we readied from. So we have 2 readies basically. We're at 4 thwart, clear gene pool, and we have our second ready from what doesn't kill me. Yeesh. So much money, so little to do with it at the moment. We can flip down. No, he's going to scheme for a crap ton. This is unfortunate. We should have held the metal shards instead of you wasting it on Unus. I thought we were guaranteed to draw another one. I guess we could go taunt. Potentially draw something. Taunt into metal shards would be huge, actually. Or wrap, either one. So let's go ahead and Angel, or maybe not Angel. Well, do we spend Anticipation or do you spend Angel? Because we could play Anticipation and Come Get Me Bub post-taunt. Well, there isn't a lot for us to do with already. So let's spend Anticipation on the taunts. So Unus attacks, resets the encounter deck, gets an acceleration token. He attacks for 4. We go down to 2. We draw 3. This is unfortunate. Well, the little dudes don't have quick strike. So come get me, bub. Alright, we got this guy. We heal 3. We get a tough. And he can actually get stunned by Iceman right now. Seems good. We'll go these 2 for Electromagnetic Blast, I guess. Take out one of these endless ranks. Bub, Angel. I guess we should do something with Magneto first, huh? I don't know, take out the soldier, just in case we get gang up. And then we ready with Utopia. Angel can clear endless ranks. 1, 2, 3. And then we can take that off gene pool. Kind of a stable turn. Okay, didn't really get what we needed, but we probably have a good odd of drawing it. 1, 2, 3. 1 here. Unus is attacking. Alright, 0 boost. This guy's getting double boost. He's probably going to chump Angel here. Attach to an infinite minion, there are none, and then 0. Wow. So I guess we didn't need the chump, because he would have just been at 2. 1, 2, 3 here. And encounter card is Hellfire Pawn, Surge, Pellet Armor. Well, now our Thwart event is doing something, if we had it still. Okay. So we do have 3 Thwart we can't use on the main, so we'll take it off here. Draw a card. Bubble. Okay, that's good, because we didn't really want to get bubble with our ability. Physical, mental, okay. So we're at 4 Thwart, 3 attack. And we do have Wrapped in Metal for Sebastian Shaw. Can't activate. I guess we would use the Iceman counter to stun this guy. Not that it matters too much, we can just take him out. Yeah. Forge isn't doing too much. Let's see, Ever Vigilant is doing something, so let's go ahead and Ever Vigilant. Freaking ready. Takes 2 off the main. And with our 3 attack, we can go into Unus there. And then let's go ahead and bubble, I think. 3 for bubble. Yeah. Magnetic Missile coming up, maybe. Wrapped in Metal, or sorry, Metal Shards. We could flip and get this back, but I'm not liking the look of the main scheme. Even with Cuckoos. Yeah, we'll pitch Forge. Hold on to Colossus. I think we might flip him next phase. 1, 2, 3. 1 here. He is attacking. We do have our bubble. So he's attacking for 2, 3. So it's going to put 3 damage onto the bubble. He takes 1 back. This guy can't activate. Encounter card Under Fire. First one, Culling the Weak. Puts 4 here. Second one, attached to an infinite minion. There is none, so it's just going to Surge. Advance. Oh boy. So 3. I guess we could Cuckoos it, but I'm not too worried right now. I don't think there's a way we can put 7. Choose either place 2 on the gene pool or 2 on the main, basically. I don't think it matters too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts that at 9. And then after he schemes, give him a tough. Probably going to slow us down a little bit. Alright. We can thwart 3 off the main. Draw a card. Oof. Well, do we still have a Metal Shards? That last card might be Metal Shards. No, we don't. So I wish there was a way to deck out, because I don't think we're getting anything from our hero ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What am I missing? We should just look. I'll just look. It's taunt. Okay. I don't know where the... Oh, it's up here. Wrapped in Metal. Duh. Well... Pitching a card. We do still get the ready. We just get the extra card. Let's... What doesn't kill me? Ready. Go 3. And then we can do 2 for Electromagnetic Blast. To clear that, when we clear the last threat from a scheme, we get the discard and attachment. Okay. Oh wait, we played this what doesn't kill me. So I should have healed too. We'll play Colossus. Gets tough. Gets us already. Take 3 here. I guess we can just grab this for already with our ability. Mills it. We do still ready off of Cape, because we did still resolve his ability. And we'll do another 3. Save Colossus as a chump. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1 here. Colossus is blocking. There goes that. We did get Magnetic Missile, that's nice. Cut off guard. I think Deft Focus right now. And then give the villain a tough status card and this as a boost card. That's the other one that makes him attack again. So he doesn't have any retaliates. I'm thinking we just use Iceman to pop the tough. That puts him in range for Magnetic Missile. So this and this will discard this and this, deal him 5, send him to the next stage. It's at 18, and he is tough, and he is stunned. Okay. So far, so good. We have 18 damage. Not a big damage hand. Let's go ahead and just take 3 off the main, see what we draw, maybe get a middle. Alright, I apologize. I had some storage issues with OBS real quick, so I had to go clean up some files so that we could keep recording. And I don't remember what the last thing that we said we did was. I know that we magnetic missiled Sebastian Shaw, and maybe that was all we've done so far, actually. Taunt could get us into something playable. We have the stun and the bubble he still has to go through. I think we're at 3 attack, if I recall correctly. Ever Vigilance is already, so we have at least 6 damage. Now we're going to lose some to the tough. If we had taunted before we missiled, he would have attacked into the bubble. Let's actually roll this back, maybe. Oh, how far back was it? Did we already start our next hand? Oh, these must have all been mills, actually. We played Magnetic Missile, and then we milled stuff. Maybe not wrapped in metal. Yeah, so there's this, and we milled all of these cards and drew Electromagnetic Blast. So hold on, let's just roll this back really quick. Real quick. Okay, we should taunt him first. We will pitch 1 Electromagnetic Blast for a taunt. So he's not stunned yet, this hasn't happened. He's attacking us for 5. The good news is that it's going to bubble. Oh wait, no, he's going to pop the bubble. Forced interrupt before the retaliate. Oh well. It was a good idea. We do get to draw 3. And then we do the whole magnetic missile thing. Oh no, we needed the missile to pop him to the next stage. That's what it was. So we still have bubble, and we just spent our stun on taunt, basically. Okay. This is a better hand. We can do Wrapped in Metal, Come Get Me Bub for Angel. Is the ready doing anything yet? Let's say we... the only thing we'd want to get back is Bubble. So actually we don't really need Superpower Training. So we'll just have Basic to the tough, Utopia after Angel for 3, Angel for 2 more. And then we can do 1, 2, maybe 3 for Nightcrawler and skip Ever Vigilant. Because there's no threat on the main anyways, so Nightcrawler, attack for 2, pitch that, 1, 2, 1, oops, 1, 2, 3, and he'll attack into the bubble with double boosts. Okay, bubble pops, and then this means he's going to attack us again with without a boost card, so 2 more damage. And then encounter card, Infinite Soldier. Alright, well, we can have Colossus take that guy out. And have Magneto go for 2. 1, sort of physical. We do have 3 attack. Go 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for Rogue. Get her ready. Rogue can touch Colossus, so she's at 5 attack. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Magneto can clear the main, draw a card. Okay. We can even, what doesn't kill me now? Heal 2, ready. Nightcrawler can clear this. And yeah, we got it done in so many different ways, just like this. There we go. Kind of stylish. I hope that the pause at the end there didn't mess us up too bad. I just have been recording so many videos lately that I need to clear some storage, and I thought that I had enough for this one, but apparently not, so I apologize. See you on the next one. Welcome back to How to Play Magneto. We've got our aggression deck set up here, and the main thing is that we want to have a lot of ways to flip to alter ego, just because he doesn't have any alter ego in kit, so you kind of need to build in some extra ways to flip so that if he mills past some, you still get some others. So in this regard, we have Tempest, Psylocke, Professor X, Stepford Cuckoos. We have our Genius and Strength, no energy, because we want to maximize the chance of milling and getting extra thwart or extra attack with him through his armor, especially extra thwart in this aspect. Digging Deep combos well with both of his mill and Gold Ball's mill. We only have 2 copies, don't want to run too many. And then the rest of the allies here are prioritized based on thwarting, or Gambit can help us get to alter ego, or they have good resource icons for us. Looking for trouble can get us some minions for metal shards or wrapped in metal and magnetic missile. Not too sure how strong that is, but it is helpful. Gets us a tough, gets us 3 threat off the main scheme. If we have Battle Fury out, we can defeat that minion with metal shards or a basic attack, get it ready, and get another use out of our boosted basic stats. Keep Up the Pressure can grab us metal shards to hand. Build Support and Superpower Training help us get out our copious supports and upgrades. And then Face the Past is in here to get some extra, either build early or get some card draw to help with defeating something that's on the board. Not necessarily Exodus, but some kind of tempo for us. If we have a big, scary side scheme in front of us, and we'd rather have Exodus instead of a random hazard or something like that, or we want to set up our metal shards, we can use Face the Past. It is a physical as well. Yes, other than that, I didn't really see too much for Magneto in aggression, just because he mills encounter or his own deck so much, and aggression is kind of a combo-focused aspect. I think you could lean into boosting his basic attack some, as long as you don't mill past those cards, of course. But there wasn't a lot in here that stood out to me. The best attack event he has is in his own kit, and he wants to maximize playing that. In terms of allies, we got most of the relevant ones for his trait. We're not running Sunfire because he does have his thwart event that does exactly what Sunfire does, but he has more access to it, and Sunfire is an energy. Shark Girl and Glob, unfortunately, both energies. Magic, also unfortunately an energy. And then we don't necessarily need to deal damage to the thing that we wrap in metal. Wolverine is a potential. 3 attack is always good. He's just very expensive, and we usually want to do something else with our resources. Angela, always possible, gets us a free ally. She just unfortunately doesn't work too well with Utopia. Is there anything that we would Children of the Atom here? And not really, just because the Aggression, X-Force aren't that great, and their team-up isn't that great. Or the Alliance card, I mean. In terms of upgrades, the main thing that we would be looking at would be any attack boosters or like an attack training. But there isn't a lot here that is super unique to Magneto. And then nothing in the supports, maybe Hall of Heroes, just to get you some card draw. Side schemes, we already talked about keep up the pressure. And that's pretty much it for aggression. Could probably even drop Face the Past for more copies of Battle Fury or something. Unfortunately, I don't think his deck building is really that is that tight. You know, you don't necessarily need to care about one card versus another card type thing. So even though we might not be using Face the Past too often, it's mostly just here for its physical, and can always bail us out in a bad situation. So that's pretty much it. I think we might just pick a really short scenario for this one. Oh no, did not want to do that. Just because I don't care too much to spend a lot of time on Magneto aggression here. So we'll go for something short, work on keeping our our video shorter. Let's see. What's a nice shorter scenario for us? Crossbone's always pretty short. Maybe something that I haven't played on the channel, or that I play that often. Oh, you know what? We should try Master Mold. Maybe we'll save that for a different matchup. Let's go Magog. Magog is always super short. Either he's going to win fast, or we're going to win fast. He's got 10. Make these counters big enough that you guys can see them. Alright, so we do need to grab a mod. And I'm thinking a horror mod. Or we could do sci-fi, because there's like the Magneto sci-fi one. Yeah, we'll go sci-fi. Sci-fi Magog. Alright. Okay, Helmet and Cape turn 1. Digging Deep is doing nothing. Looking for Trouble is doing nothing. Wow, and the armor. Holy cow. Honestly, it might just stay down and build. Cuckoo's Bubble. Jeez. We do 2 for armor, 2 for cape. Oh, the bubble is really good in this scenario, actually. What if we don't play the helmet because we have superpower training? What if we go bubble and we go cape? I like that a lot. Let's go cape, flip. We can clear, we'll do 2 damage to him. Why not? We'll use these 3 for the bubble. Or we could get a double. Let's mill. Okay, we've got Asteroid M. Yeah, I still feel like it's bubble. Maybe hold the armor. Bubble. 1, 2. Come on. 3. We did get the ready. And I don't think we care about the main, so let's go 1, 2. We might get Electromagnetic Blast, so There we have it. There's 4. 1, 2 on. He is attacking into our bubble. Take 2 indirect damage. So the bubble is going to take 2, and then he's going to deal 3 to it. So it's up to 5. Then he takes Retaliate 1. And the counter card is Ice Droid M. Nasty. It's not what we want. At the end of the round, search for a minion. We just grab Pyro right back. We don't have shards. What options are there? Avalanche. We get Surprise Contender, and maybe we hit shards off of our ability. Right? I feel like that might work out. Maybe. We have at least one more full block from the bubble. Yeah, let's get the Surprise Contender. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and thwart away Ice Droid M. It's got to happen. And then we will mill for metal shards. Look at that. All right, that was beautiful. I guess we should have played our armor first. That's doing too much for us. Or maybe we don't even play the armor this game. Maybe we go beak. Because I might flip down. Let's go 1 and 2, 3. Metal shards will take out the Surprise Contender. It's going to put 2 ratings counters on the challengers. Give us a tough. Oh, we should have readied after our mill as well. And then we can go ahead and play beak. He'll take 1 off. Magneto will take 2 off. And then beak will deal 1 here. We're pretty set up. We got tough. We got the bubble. Man, maybe we should have left Ice Droid M out. Get the Surprise Contender back. Honestly. Was there any reason not to do that? I guess if we didn't get metal shards is the only thing. Yeah. We didn't know we were getting metal shards yet. We'll draw 5. 1, 2 on. He's attacking into our tough. And our tough takes it. And then advance schemes for 1, 2, 3. So it's up to 5. It's totally fine for us. We didn't get a great hand. We can go 1, 2. Digging Deep and Magnetic Missile to play out Electromagnetic Blast. 1, 2, 3. Mill. We got a Metal Shards. Not terribly playable. We do get it ready. Let's go ahead and throw a Battle Fury down. And I think we'll deal him 2 and flip. Shuffle. Well, I guess we could have done Battle Fury after we flipped, so we can shuffle these 3 back in. Okay. Draw 5. 1, 2 on. He schemes for just 1. And then the encounter card is Break a Leg. We're stunned. Take 2 damage. 4 damage if there are more counters on challengers than champions. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stun. It's okay with me. Now, we kind of want to wait for him to get an attachment before I pop him. But we didn't really get a lot of. Oh, we got Forge. So we got 2 for Forge, 3 for X-Jet. Superpower Training gets us our helmet, so we don't care too much about the stun. I think we will recover. Maybe we don't need to, but we'll be safe. Shards, gold balls, Forge. And then we can grab X-Jet, wherever that is. And we can play X-Jet. I'd rather have X-Jet than helmet. Do we mill and ready here. The bubble misses a shuffle. There's nothing that we could play. I don't think the ready is doing too much. I think we're just thwart 1 with Forge. Maybe thwart 1 with Beak. Guarantee he goes back in. Okay. 5, 1, 2. He's attacking into the bubble. Alright, the bubble eats it all. And then the encounter card is Blob. Cannot take more than 2 damage from a single attack. He's a great wrapped in metal target. Great wrapped in metal target, actually. We do have wrapped in metal even. Let's go ahead and wrap Blob in metal. Throw down a Utopia. Thwart for 3. I think we're going to flip. And again, not use our ability. Just flip, go Forge, blast, keep up the pressure. Alright, I'm going to draw all 6 of those. Get an extra encounter card. 1, 2 on. Magog schemes for 1, 2, because this gets revealed right away. There we go. We're rewarded for waiting. 2 encounter cards. First one, pump up the crowd. Let's see. Champion is not on the cheering crowd side. And then he gets this one. So we got extra rewarded. Love that for us. Okay. We have a lot of ways to gain counters here. We're going to get 2, 3, 4. Gets us to 6. Pump up the crowds gets us to 7. We'll get the surprise contender. We'll get us to 9. We're so close. We're so close. Let's flip up. We'll clear our stun. We'll mill. Ugh. Okay. Not terribly helpful. I mean, Magnetic Missile would have been great. Magnetic Shards would have been great. Just do 2 for Forge, 2 for Utopia, 2 for Electromagnetic Blast, maybe. Oh, we have Utopia. We don't need Forge. So let's rearrange this, actually, before I forget. Do 4 for Psylocke, but he's Stalwart. 2 for Blast. And keep up the pressure is not bad here. We're just getting so much threat. And maybe it's okay if it pops one time. Oh, you know what? We don't really have a good way to deal with his attack either. It's a problem. Probably getting multiple encounter cards if we pop him. I think we have to. Maybe we Gambit, see what we would get as our extra encounter card. I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and take 2 off the main, and then Blast and Magnetism for Gambit. It's going to ready us. We're going to look at the top 3. We got a 1 boost. Gang up, don't want that. Old Grievances, 2 boost. Assault, 0 boost. Oof. So this would be encounter card, this would be boost card. Let's grab Old Grievances. So Assault is a 0 boost. We can always fully defend that. Prevent some counters. So Gambit's at 2. Let's see, Gambit and Magneto can clear pump up the crowds. That's going to give us 1 rating counter. Go ahead and throw out keep up the pressure. And then with our next trick, probably just Electromagnetic Blast, clear the main. Yeah. Oh wait, you know what? I don't think we can do this, because we were banking on defeating him actually. This is at 4. We'll take 2 off with Gambit. Or maybe, Gambit has to take 2 off the main. No. Gambit and the board events clear this. Magneto deals 2 to Magog, which sends him. It's going to get us 1, 2. So that flips. And, oh, sorry. This should not be up here. This. And then we're going to get 2 more. From defeating Magog, it's going to flip the challengers over. We're going to get the surprise contender out. And then we get a face down encounter card, which we know is getting up. Actually, that's kind of bad. I wonder if we don't clear Pump Up the Crowd at all. And instead we use the money. Yeah, okay. Here's an alternate way. We don't clear Pump Up the Crowd. So Gambit is actually ready. And we have whatever we spent on Electromagnetic. And we use Gambit to clear Keep Up the Pressure. And we grab Metal Shards, wherever that is. And we use our hand on Metal Shards. And we lose the main scheme, but we don't get ganged up with the surprise contender. This was a much better way to go about it. Okay, so Metal Shards and X-Jet and all this stuff, I guess doesn't really matter. We will clear the surprise contender. That'll get us another 2 counters here. So this is actually at 6. So now we're at 8. Yeah. Because we're going to lose some counters here in a second anyways. Or he's going to gain some counters, I mean. I think that all worked out. So the main scheme is popping, unfortunate. It's going to put 2 on the champion. He's attacking. We know it's a 0 boost. Oh, he's got 3 attack, so we can't perfect defense. Ugh. I guess we could have Battle Furied. Battle Furied for after we defeated the champion. Or the champion could have cleared the main, saved us a couple counters. So if we really want to rewind, this would be at 4. Battle Fury would have pinged us 1 damage, and this is still at 0. Oh, and now he's attacking. You know, it's a 0 boost. I think I do still have to defend it though. Yeah, unfortunate. We do take 1. He's going to get 2 counters, and we have a gang up. We're going to have to block with Gambit. Okay, that's going to get him 2 more counters. He's catching up. He's catching up. Kind of sloppy, but Toad. After he engages you, place an upgrade I control under him. So that's going to be the cape. Unfortunate. When he's defeated, we get it back to the hand. Alright, Magnetic Missile. Seems really good. Yes. Let's go looking for trouble. Deft Focus. That'll play the missile. That's going to discard Blob, send 5 damage into Magog, and get a stun. That was great. I think we just might have to lose them in. Yeah, Keep Up is gone. Asteroid M, flip down. And the stun isn't that bad. Toad isn't hitting for a lot. We are going to lose here. Looking for trouble seems not great. So this goes up to 0. He schemes for 1 and a boost, and then Toad for 2. So 3, a triple boost would send it. I think we've seen Under Fire, right? Oh no. So he's got some triple boosts left. He could definitely hit it. Sheesh. Let's mill. Bubble. Well, Bubble is perfect here. We do these 2, and we do X-Jet, and we have Bubble, and I think we're just super safe. We're going to draw a card from the champion. Yeah. Alright, so this goes up to 6, it flips, we draw a card. He is stunned. Toad hits us for 2. He takes 1 back from the bubble, And the encounter card is Avalanche. After he's engaged, exhaust a character that I control, deal damage to it. Damage is absorbed by bubble. Okay. This is very annoying. This is very annoying. I mean, Magog eats the bubble. We really just need to defeat him one more time, actually. Why am I even playing around? We probably could have done it last turn. We really just need to grab our metal shards. So let's mill for metal shards. If there's one left. Because that just wins the game, right? Whoops. Okay, we got it wrapped in metal. Oh, we have magnetic missile, so that'll do it. We'll go here, wrap in metal here. We can even do it with our helmet for maximum style. I don't know why I said this is going to be a short game and then immediately decided to make it as long as humanly possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets us up to 10. Rough. I don't know why that was such a pain. But yeah, there you have it. Magneto, aggression. Barely played any aggression cards. And yeah. Just a lot of missling and magneticing, shardsing. Have a great day. Welcome back to How to Play Magneto. We now have Magneto leadership on the table here, and I'm a little bit breaking one of my own rules for deck building with Magneto, which is not running a combo that doesn't involve one of his own cards. A lot of times if you're trying to run a combo deck with Magneto, he has the habit of milling past your combo pieces and you never actually get the combo up and running and you just end up playing a lot of magnetic cards. And here we do have a little bit of a combo deck and none of the cards are magnetic. So we have Squared Off here from his own pack. This is almost like a modified precon, I would say. Squared Off, discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion, put that minion into play, engage with you, play an ally from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. We have a bunch of 3-cost allies and 4-cost allies that we like to get down with this. Primarily ones that do not have energy resources so that we are milling with his armor and getting plus stats. This is very good because we like to get minions out for metal shards and wrapped in metal. The other part here is we have You Got This. After we exhaust our hero to make a basic thwart or attack, discard an ally we control, add that ally's matching power to your hero's power. For this use, ready your hero. So the way I like to deck build Magneto is to focus on the stat boosts from his armor and then give him readies, and this is leadership's only ready, at least for a hero. So you play the ally, using Squared Off, hopefully. You get a ready out of Utopia for your plus stats. You get a ready from his armor, or from his cape, and then you get a ready out of You Got This as well. So you're going to get a couple uses of plus stats, which is very nice for him, and a bunch of really strong allies. We've got a lot of allies with 3 attack, M and Colossus and Gentle, which go really well with You Got This. We attack for 3 and then we discard them to You Got This. We have Professor X with 3 thwart, and then we have a bunch of 2s and 1s and things like that. Other than that, this is pretty standard X-Men leadership. We've got X-Jet, Utopia, Cerebro is here to find allies for Squared Off, and You Got This. So before we flip up, we can use Cerebro, search the top 5, or if one of our 4 psionic allies are out, we can search the entire deck, grab an ally. Step for Cuckoos helps us flip, Professor X helps us flip, Uncanny X-Men reduces the cost of all of these allies so that we get easier Utopia triggers. Beast and M all of a sudden can be played with a single Squared Off. Specialized Training gives us additional plus stats. Superpower Training gets our expensive superpowers. Build Support gets our expensive supports like Uncanny X-Men. Call for Backup gets us any ally we want. We're probably not going to be choosing Shadowcat or Pixie just because those are play from hand effects, but gets us something like M, gets us Professor X, whatever we need in the moment. Honorary X-Men, so we can keep Utopia online and Alter Ego, even playing someone like Shadowcat, or getting the resource with X-Jet, that kind of thing. And then we have just Genius and Strength, no need for energy, even though this is a bit of an expensive deck. We do have 2 in-kit double resources, and we can recur them quite a bit. Mission Leader helps get us some extra card draw, helps us put our combo together. Anytime we're running some kind of combo deck, we want to have some kind of card draw to make it more consistent. That's where Specialized Training comes in, that's where Mission Leader comes in, this kind of thing. In terms of like other leadership options, we can go through things really quick. Now, I was considering Domino just because she combos a little bit with his hero ability. You get to draw whatever the top card of your deck is and then hit that card that you put on top with Domino. The thing is, it means that you're probably not hitting your armor with all the stats that you want. Now, maybe you have that physical magnetic card in your hand, you flip it to the deck, and then you pull it with his hero ability, and now you're at 3 attack. But I don't know if it really... I like the discount from Uncanny X-Men to turn on Utopia and to help reduce the cost of You Got This, but I don't really want to run Domino and an Honorary or Domino and the Children of the Atom and make this even more combo reliant, just because you might just mill past Domino all the time. Now, there really wasn't too much in terms of other X-Men allies. Havoc isn't as good for You Got This because his plus stats won't be seen by You Got This, that kind of thing. Mirage was a possibility. She's got Psionic. We're just not boosting her Thwart in any way, so her ability isn't as good, and we have other 3-cost allies. Like, I'm sure Phoenix, even though Phoenix is probably a little bit rare to get her ability off, I think it's more common than Mirage's, so I'd rather have Phoenix than Mirage. In terms of upgrades, I think Clarity of Purpose is always a possibility. Magneto has pretty good survivability, so he can spare a hit point here or there. It's just a matter of his obligation can put you in a really big bind in terms of hit points, and he doesn't have a lot of ways to flip down and get rid of it or flip down and heal, so I do worry a little bit in terms of using his hit points as a resource outside of protection, but that's definitely one to consider. Supports, there wasn't much in terms of supports. I was thinking like maybe there's some kind of Children of the Atom Uncanny X-Force thing, but nothing struck out to me in terms of like Magneto synergy that another hero wouldn't do better. You Got This, you always want to consider Command Team, but it is the wrong resource icon for us. R&D Facility is always possible, but Double Mental isn't the easiest for us to hit. Side schemes, I know the New Mutant side scheme isn't here yet, but all the New Mutants, they're all energy resources. So I'd rather have 3-cost allies to get the maximum benefit out of Squared Off. So some kind of expensive allies here, Cyclops, Professor X, Shadowcat, Colossus, etc. Let's see, events, to me, my X-Men, just not enough targets really. We're running above 40 cards, and it's not stacked with allies like Cyclops's big to me my X-Men deck. So Mutant Mayhem, it's another energy, so it doesn't stand out too much. We don't really have a lot of need for X-Force traded allies. You could run Hope Summers, grab a superpower, but there really aren't that many superpower cards, and you're probably just getting one anyways with your hero ability. If something like Wrapped in Metal was a superpower, which I don't think it is, I think Magnetic Missile is, but not Wrapped. Yeah, Magnetic Missile is a superpower, but not Wrapped. Yeah, there we go. So if we were able to tutor both of those, I think that something like Mutant Mayhem and Hope Summers to give you a chance of drawing, or a higher chance of drawing both together when you actually have an ally out, or a minion out. So like, but Squared Off is kind of doing the same thing Mutant Mayhem is doing, but a little bit cheaper. And you don't have to play the allies first, you can just draw them into your hand. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this one a little bit shorter, so hopefully I'm not dragging on too long. I've got, let's see, Green Goblin is set up over here. I'm going to set aside our Nemesis stuff. Oh, you know what? I was going to run this mod. So let me go ahead and take out Goblin Gimmicks, and let's run the new mod from the Magneto pack. Boom. Okay. We're going to run the new mod. We got a Thrall with us. His obligation. Ooh, I don't know why that went all funky. Oop. We did not want to do that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, all we had to do is shuffle. So let's see, start with the Goblin Thrall, and then his when revealed is going to give us 2 encounter cards. 1, 2. And let's shuffle up this deck. It is running at 46 cards. I'm wondering if Cerebro is maybe a cut, or maybe we only need 2 copies of You Got This. You Got This is an energy resource icon, so it's not necessarily like the highest amount of synergy. It's just the only ready we have available if we want to use our boosted stats. Okay. Not a lot for us turn 1, except maybe Forge and Deft Focus. So we can mulligan into a double. Forge is looking quite good. I mean, a Forge plus X-Jet turn seems really good, and then X-Jet can play Deft Focus. So maybe we just hold onto this hand even, and don't risk mulliganing something better. So let's go 1 and 2, and we can go Forge, grabbing X-Jet. We're going to get some nice build going. Turn 1, flip up, mill for a magnetic card. There's the helmet. We're still going to take the X-Jet over the helmet, I think. X-Jet will play Deft Focus. And then it's a matter of clearing the main or the Thrall. I think we will clear the Thrall and just sit like this. All right, 5 cards, 1 threat on. We're gonna chump Forge to Green Goblin. We get the Goblin Soldier. He's gonna swing at us for 1. We're gonna get 3 cards here. First one, Goblin Knight. Okay, he's elite. Good to know. Master Plan, mill for a side scheme. Goblin Reinforcements. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin minion in play. And most annoying amount of threat. So 2 hazards, turn 1. Oh boy. Let's see. Wrapped in metal on the Goblin Soldier plus metal shards for the Goblin Knight is looking good. It's just a little bit awkward with the hazards. Let's go ahead and start with our ability. We get the armor. Oh boy. Cuckoos can help us not hit a hazard. This is like basically getting another triple encounter cards turn 2 as well. That's so annoying. Metal Shard at least gives us a tough. We'll go Strength, Wrap in Metal the Goblin Soldier, Deft Focus, Cuckoos, and what? X-Jet for our shards. It's going to take out the Knight. It's going to give us a tough. No one defeated, right? Yeah. I think we're just going to work down one of these Goblin Reinforcements. We'll hold, maybe not the armor. I don't know if I have the tempo for it, but the shards are good, and we'll hold the shards. All right, 4, 1 threat on. He's attacking into our tough. Okay. There go Shadows. That's nice, at least. And 3 encounter cards. Old Grievances. Terrible. Assault. He's attacking. We have a good hand. I think we're just going to take this. So it's 2, 3. Puts 1 on the main. Last one, Goblin Soldier. Totally fine. Okay. We're probably going to lose the main, unfortunately. It's just a matter of... Yeah, we're going to lose the main. So I kind of want to go Pixie and You Got This. And I think we can at least take out one of the goblin reinforcements. 2 for Pixie, 1 for You Got This. And I even have 1 for Magnetic Missile. That might give us enough time in Hero to not lose the main, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to use our Hero ability because we are taking some damage. So let's go ahead and go Master of Magnetism for Pixie. Let's see. I've got a 2 and I've got a 3. So Pixie should take 1 here. And then Magneto with X-Jet for You Got This. After we exhaust to make a basic thwart, discard Pixie. She's going to add 1 to our thwart, which is going to clear this, and it's going to ready us. And then we can clear this other one. And then Deft Focus can play Magnetic Missile, discarding this soldier, which gets around the when defeated, gets around discards wrapped in metal. It's going to deal 5 up there and stun Green Goblin. And maybe we can even draw into Professor X. Yeah, let's pitch Metal Shards and hope to draw into Professor X. So we got 1 threat here, we got stunned, and this guy hits us for 1. And then gang up. Ouch. We're going to have to defend. Yeah, don't see a way around it. So 2 on 2, he gets put into play. So we take no damage from his attack, so no threat on the main, and then we get hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're going to have to square it off for M. That'll defeat the Hellfire Pawn. M can thwart the main we flip down. Yeah. I guess what depends what we get with squared off. Maybe we just have to play M normally. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we probably can't square it off here. Getting a 3rd minion sucks. And then, yeah, if it's something worse than Hellfire Pawn, I think there's still the monster in there, which is no good. No bueno. Yeah, we don't have Honorary, so no Extra and Alter Ego. So we can't play both Cerebro and M still. We'd have to use squared off. So squared off and squared off gets M, and we can get like a call for backup. But she's she's only 2 thwarts, so we can't clear it. That'd be perfect, get Professor X here. I think we just have to sacrifice the main. So we'll go X-Jet, squared off, call for backup, M. That's going to defeat the Hellfire Pawn. M can thwart for 2, so at least we'll lose it to his scheme and not to step 1. And then we can flip down. That's going to shuffle these 3 back in. Do we want to do that? 2 squared off, so I'm going to call for backup. I don't think so. I think we just want to go for Professor X or some other ally. Hold Cerebro. Get some build. Get rid of old grievances. Bubble is perfect here, actually. Alright, so 1 threat on schemes. Okay, shuffles back in. We lose the main scheme. Advance to 2B. No. Starts at 4. And then, let's see, when defeated, yeah, so we have to do this. Thought there was something. In each player order, each player not engaged with the goblin minions discard 3 cards. Okay, but we are engaged with the goblin, so we're good. X is equal to the number of goblin enemies. This guy schemes for 1. Encounter card is his Collider. Okay. We'll exhaust to get rid of this. We can do 1 for You Got This. Or sorry, 1 for Cerebro for You Got This. Now M is psionic, so we can search our entire deck. And let's see. I think we can do Beast and the Bubble, which at least saves us temporarily. at least until we draw back into Professor X. We could just draw Professor X right away. Use X-Jet to play build support, and Professor X clears. Maybe that's the best. Yeah, actually. Let's just grab Professor X here. We can flip up. We can go, you got this. Superpower training. And unfortunately the bubble for Professor X. We'll get a confuse here to set up our next flip. X-Jet for build support. Oops. This is over here. 1, 2, 3. Professor X can clear build support. We'll go ahead and get Uncanny. I guess we could have used our ability too, but I don't know if there's really anything that we could get. M will take 2 off the main. We're a bit at risk, but we do have at least 1 chump. And we could always chump M in a pickle. I don't think there's any direct damage really in this scenario, if I'm remembering. So this goes up by 2. He's attacking. We're going to defend with Professor X. Okay. Goblin will hit us for 1. We're going to have to flip down. Selene, Quick Strike. Quick Strike, villainous. Allies cannot attack Selene. Wow, that's so rough. So we could defend, but if she gets anything more than a 1 boost, we die. And M can't attack her anyway, so we may as well defend with M. Goblin Thrall gets put into play with us. Okay. Oh wait, that was only 1, because he has a 0 boost, so she's still alive. Crazy. This would be a perfect you got this moment. Kid Omega is also good here. We could do Utopia and Kid Omega. And then we're going to be 1 short for his ability. Oh wait, no we're not. Yeah, let's do that. Shadowcat, Colossus, Utopia. Let's see, there's no patrol. Do we need? Yeah, I think we've got a threat. We'll do 2 threat here. And then Gentle will play Kid Omega. It's going to ready us with Utopia. And X-Jet for his ability will deal 1 to each enemy. And then he can go ahead and take out the Thrall, which will save us 2 threat in the long run. 1 from step 1, 1 from him scheming after we flip. So we'll flip, we'll recover. 1, 2, 3. Probably have to do that again next turn. Oh, I forgot to use our ability again, but that's fine. I don't think we want to deck out. We're doing okay. Do we want a Cerebro for anything? I guess if we got a double and we Cerebroed, we could have hit something like a... Well, maybe we've seen all of our doubles. I don't know. Seen all of our 2-cost allies, because right now without Honorary, we don't have the Uncanny discount in Alter Ego. So we're probably playing this okay. So this goes up by 2. He's confused. Soldier schemes for 1. Selene schemes for 2. And then encounter card is Goblin Thrall. Okay, we're definitely at risk there. This is a nice hand. Yeah, there wasn't anything to shuffle back in. I guess we could have shuffled some allies back in. Cerebro, search our deck. Cyclops, only option. So we got Wrapped in Metal and Magneto's Cape in the board event are still in. Wrapped in Metal seems good on Selene. Allies can't attack her. It's very annoying. I'm just wondering, can we get Asteroid M down? I don't think so. Cyclops can mark Selene, and Magneto could just basic attack and take her out. That seems good. M clears a Thrall. Kid Omega thwarts the main. So are we still playing Beast in that scenario? So I think we're definitely recovering. We can go Genius for Asteroid M, and then let's see the top magnetic card in our discard pile. That will be the bubble. We can shuffle that in, heal ourselves one. Whoa. Physics. Alright, we used Cerebro, we used Asteroid M, so let's flip up. Do we do Beast and then Cyclops? We got 1, 2, 3 for Beast, he gets this back, and then we have 2 for Cyclops. That seems good. So, X-Jet, Master of Magnetism, that's going to do Beast. Utopia, Beast will get back Master of Magnetism. Master of Magnetism for Cyclops. He'll mark Selene. So, there goes Selene. Yep. Let's use our ability. Okay, we did get the bubble. So we can play the bubble, be super safe, and just thwart with everybody. I think this is our wrapped in metal target because we're going to draw that next turn. So let's have M take out the Thrall. She takes 2 damage, she goes away. Get her back in the shuffle. Kid Omega, thwart 2. Cyclops and Beast, thwart 4. Perfect. Unfortunate that they missed the shuffle. And then Deft Focus, Blast, and Squared off for the bubble. But we're in a pretty good spot, especially for our deck out turn. Okay, 1 threat on. We will block with Kid Omega. Thrall gets put into play. And then Soldier and Thrall will both start charging the bubble. 2 cards here. First one, Overrun. Second one, Death from Above. He attacks with +X, so he's attacking for 5 and a boost, which would, retaliate on the bubble will hit both of these. So I'm thinking that we just block with Cyclops. I mean, we lose the bubble either way to the next attack. So let's just lose the bubble here. We'll lose the bubble. It's kind of nice for these minions, but we can just take them out anyways. So he's attacking into the bubble. The bubble definitely goes away. That was a pretty good bubble play, I think. Stopped 1 attack, stopped 2 minions. Value. Now we've got Cape and Wrapped in Metal. And Mission Leader with the very small sides game. Oh wait, we should have had 2 more come on because of 2 goblins. If we're going to play Cape, we should play it before our ability. I don't think we're going to Shards. So I think Shards and X-Jet will play Cape. We're getting our build out slowly. Magneto can take out the Thrall. Mill for hopefully a double. Magnetic Missile. Well, we can just wrap up the Soldier and then Magnet Missile Green Goblin, thwart the main with our allies. Seems good to me. Oh yeah, we should be ready with the Cape. Yeah, we missed out on Mission Leader. But I think I like this line. We're going to wrap up the Goblin Soldier. Deft Focus plays Magnetic Missile. It's going to discard the Goblin Soldier. Deal 5 up here. And a stun. Magneto will take 2 there. Beast will take 2. And let's see, it's just going up by 3, so I think we can just... Yeah, we can save him as a you got this target, I think. Let's go 5 here. 1, 2, 3. Stunned. Encounter card, Goblin Thrall. No big deal. Now we get all of our money in the same hand. I don't think we have any more forged targets left, so he's basically just Utopia. So we should, let's clear Overrun, discard the top 2. Not a goblin, not a goblin. Okay. Now we'll use our ability, maybe get the armor, or something that we can spend our money on. Helmet. There we go. We got the helmet, we're ready with our cape. let's go ahead and squared off and X-jet for the helmet. Okay, focus, helmet, squared off, play metal shards, clearing the thrall, gaining us a tough. This would be not a bad flip down. Clear the main. How many schemes have we seen? I think we've seen the death from above. I'm not sure if we've seen any advances. Yeah, we had to take that risky flip early. And all of the advances were still in. So he would scheme for 5 and 5. It's possible. It's possible he hits some triples or something. Under fire is still a triple on the deck, so I guess we stay up. We can just start swinging. We'll go Magneto for 2. Play Forge with the double, unfortunately. Utopia. Swing for 2. Forge for 1. And then Beast and Cyclops clear them in. I think Cyclops might be our win condition so that we can take him out without dealing with his triple and counter cards. So we're going to want to get Cyclops back in the shuffle here soon. Alright, 1 threat on. He is attacking into our tough. Okay, we got the Goblin Soldier. He'll hit us for 1. And the encounter card is Wicked Ambitions. Discard 4 cards from the top of the encounter deck. 1, 2, there's 1 advance, 3. Let's see, monster, do we want to take it or 3 damage? Put into play, so no one revealed. I think we'll take the 3 damage and not take the monster. And 1 more card. Okay, there it was under fire. So that was nice. Okay. Fortunately, there is less to do than we have damage. I don't think we're going to pop him yet. I think our allies will just take out the Goblin Soldier, dealing us 1 damage. We can do, let's see, X-Jet for Call for Backup. You got this, and you got this for Professor X. I guess we should, we'll clear the main here. Ready with Utopia. Professor X will get a Confuse. I don't think we want Call for Backup yet. I think we're going to save this to get Cyclops back. Let's get in a Magnetic card. Okay, whoops. So we are at 3. We could just pop him if we really wanted to. But I think we'll just go safe, and we'll play the armor down. Oh wait, we're not at 3, because we didn't have the armor yet, so we can just edge him. And then a flip. Do we want to shuffle these back in? Sure, why not? Prevent the deck out. And then our top magnet card is going to be the double, which will heal us 1 here. Do we want to Cerebro? I don't think so. I guess Pixie. Let's grab Pixie. She can get us Cyclops back as well. I guess instead of boarding and then attacking, we should have just attacked, readied. Professor X can clear the main, and we could have recovered for 3 instead. That makes more sense to me. There's 1. He is confused. And the encounter card says Pumpkin Bombs. That's never going to matter. Professor X goes away. Alright, so Electromagnetic Blast is looking good on Call for Backup. So Call for Backup is there. I guess M is 3 attack. Yeah, that seems good to me. You can also mill. Let's go ahead and we'll start with Asteroid M. The top magnet card is Metal Shards. Heal 1. I guess we do need a psionic. I probably overpaid for Professor X last turn. Well, we'll just go ahead and search the top 5. Ooh, so Phoenix, that's one. I was hoping for Colossus, but it's okay. We'll grab Phoenix. Let's go ahead and flip up. We will pop Goblin. So he comes to here, he's got 20. 3 encounter cards. Let's hope we have the firepower to not have to deal with that. Helmet, Deft Focus, Electromagnetic Blast. Oh wait, we probably... I guess it doesn't matter if we get the Utopia ready before our cape. I think it's going to be the same either way. So yeah, Electromagnetic Blast for call for backup. It's going to clear, grabbing Cyclops. So we'll mark him as +1 damage from all attacks. And then Electromagnetic Blast can get rid of the glider. We're going to ready with Utopia. So we're at 3 attack. Go 1, 2, 3. Cyclops, 1, 2, 3. If we had a You Got This, that would be perfect. We do not, unfortunately. Let's see here. 2 for Phoenix is looking good. Yep, 2 for Phoenix. That's going to ready Cyclops, heal damage from him. He can go ahead, 1, 2, 3. Phoenix, 1, 2. Alright, let's mill with our ability. Oof. Okay, so we did not hit the +1 attack, but we are going to ready. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. We just need 6 more damage. I think we're going to easily have it by playing Pixie. She'll attack for 3. And she can get us whoever out of our discard. Whoops, not that. We'll go ahead and get M, because we have the money for her. Close out in style with his own Precon cards. M can go ahead and just finish him off. Yeah. There we have it. Magneto leadership. Couple of near misses there. Yeah, there's an advance. But yeah. That's his main weakness, I think, is alter ego access. We got forced into it with the obligation, had to take a risky flip, and that's about it. The obligation really locked down his economy. We did get pretty built here. Unfortunately, didn't get the armor out until late in the game, so no big armor and You Got This combos, but it's kind of how it is trying to play a combo deck with Magneto. Doesn't always line up because of all of his mill. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a different aspect.